All right. Another day of Pacific Valorant. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm gonna try to do all 3 games because I am curious to watch SLT play some extra games, but I don't totally know if I'm gonna have time. It kind of depends on how fast these first couple go. But regardless, we're gonna get to see Gen.G play. We're gonna get to see SLT play. We're gonna get to see all teams play at least one more series. And yeah, I just think it's very interesting. My pick, my pick from this group. I can actually just show you my pick'ems. I got all of the. Oh, never mind. I got most of the top group. I thought that the Fnatic had Boaster. I think if they had Boaster, this is probably what would have happened. I didn't realize that they didn't have Boaster for this tournament. But I got everything wrong here because I thought that DRX would be better, RRQ would be good, and I thought that Gen.G would be the Korean team that gets knocked out by SLT. But as we see, the actual reality is that it's DRX is the Korean team that gets knocked out by SLT. Or actually, never mind. DRX lost to SLT and then RRQ. So a little bit different, but definitely interesting stuff going on here. So yeah, SLT can definitely shoot. My question with these like hyper aggro all aim teams, I wouldn't say they're all aim. Obviously, they've got some structure and stuff to them as well. But my question is always like, can they hold up in an actual season? Like if most of their win condition is just like out aiming opponents, how does that work against the better teams in the region? But so far they've been playing pretty well. Obviously they're sharp coming off of Ascension while these other teams have been on a break.
Gen.G, and no, the graphic is not.
But this is a very interesting one for me because obviously Lakia taking over the IGL role from Munchkin, bringing in this DRX Academy player who has been playing mostly duelist. Like he has Viper in here as well, but he definitely has looked the best on the duelist on the Waylay, which leads me to believe that Gen.G is trying to go in a slightly different direction this year, where they're not going to play as much sort of like Viper, like Munchkin Lurk type of gameplay, and they're going to be trying to enable texture a bit more and lean into playing a little bit more aggressive with some double duelist stuff. The main question mark for me so far has actually been, I guess, kind of twofold. Lakia's IGLing, which has looked okay so far, and then specifically Ash on smokes. I think this has been sort of like the main weak link for Gen.G. He looks a little bit uncomfortable in the role, which I think is kind of to be expected since he was not playing it at all last year. And then Karan has looked good on the Sentinel, as you might expect from somebody with very good aim who's been anchoring a lot.
Correct. Karan has been playing in that Senti position.
So some interesting role swaps for them.
Here in the sense today, they're on for that.
When you need up against the eye that first match, and you'd assume it only TK9 on looking up to, I mean, the draft and
all right,
the
Pearl Haven.
Gen.G, you gotta respect it. It's just too good for SLT.
Pearl Haven Abyss. Pearl Haven Abyss.
That right that it hasn't been put on full display.
And SLT kind of just plays this comp on almost every single map. So, Zexy on the Jet, MLP. LP, I guess, is what everybody's just been calling him, and then Klaus. So like the damage dealing stars, although LP's a lot more of a supportive Yoru than like a fragging Yoru, and then Zuna is extremely good in the clutch. Okay, so interesting. Gen.G going with the double duelist Neon Yoru with a Teo. I'm a big fan of Teo on this map. I think Teo is probably the best initiator on Pearl.
So we'll see if we get a little bit
based off
of
of
that from
the current
RRQ
meta
later, but we'll go into this one as Karan's still going to be on the kill joint.
Thanks, picking up that here, cheering for Gen.G, pulling out
4-leaf clovers and happy here and to cheer for. Like the game is ready to hop into. We're going
this one.
And then I'm still super curious to see whether this is what ends up being the case going forward, because I still feel like maybe Karan on smokes makes more sense, and then Ash can just kind of play passive support. But I guess if they want more aggro and fragging power out of their Sentinel, then I guess it makes sense to have it be Karan. G release Poppy, any comment? No, I mean it makes sense. Like, you know, Frost is just building the roster that he wants, basically. I think Poppy Poppy is a good teammate. He's a coachable player, but I think that he's also not the most flexible and maybe needs a slightly different environment. For me, I think Poppy really needs to just be on like a super like fun having team environment, and where he can just play like total comfort. And I feel like Frost probably is not gonna, like, Frost is gonna be asking him to do a lot of like agent switching, role switching, even potentially. I feel like that's probably not where Poppy's strengths are. I think you want Poppy to play like Viper Brim, Astra, and just like maybe a little bit of Killjoy, some Senti stuff, and just have him kind of like anchor and just like do his thing, rely on his aim. I don't think he would necessarily function super well in a team with a bunch of comp changes and stuff like that, if that's what Frost is going to do again this year.
And we mentioned it before, but they're bringing out the same comp that they do on Sunset. It's that Jet Yoru Chamber combo that's going to...
All right, so we've got the
sink
Gen.G on defense, 4-stack B,
and shine as they bounce
Killjoy
back
and
and
A.
trading for each other.
Makes
It's going to
sense.
be a 4-player clash from both sides.
A little trap play on
the
Pillar.
Swing. Pop flash now going to be sent out, looking for the full catch, managing to find it, and the salvos are
I mean,
there.
it works pretty well.
Going to be taken down, Texture finding himself a second, but Zuna in response does manage.
Zuna's always good for one more than he's supposed to get.
Gen.G's favor here. Closing out that opening duel. Been down at 18, Lockheed just trying to see if he can get that stray shot to connect to go ahead and finish the job here onto the enemy Sova, but so far...
Gonna confirm both players, potentially?
Does get cleared.
Not sure if he knows about the Yoru
Hear
or
a little
not,
bit of
but I
LP
think so.
there, but I'm not sure if Lockheed would have exactly identified the location. Now the backup arrives in Charon, so the half health of Ash and Lockheed not looking too bad.
No shocks left. Lockheed does have a stun.
Lockheed just staying tucked here for now. Ready to swing off the contact from Ash. Here's a little high, but shoulder going to be spotted. Lockheed now starting the jiggle out. LP able to find one. The 1v2, a high-low setup. Now broken, as Ash almost gives him an opportunity to isolate there, but we'll be able to swing.
Bit awkward, but nice call by Gen.G. Good pistol overall. Nice trap play. You can see how effective the flash was.
After being slowed down and any extra backup, you do
see the flash here.
Completely landing on.
A little bit worried that this is going to blind these players. I think it might, actually. They have to turn this.
Being slowed down.
Any ideas who replaces Poppy? I don't know.
This is just a util and prep diff for Gen.G.
Very nice as well to have that stun, get the slow so that Sexy cannot dash.
Get advantage.
I've heard some rumors, but I don't know for sure.
Guardians.
Yeah, 5-man buy. Pretty big one here for Gen.G. And they're going to use that
Gen.G
to
triple Spectre double Guardian.
Despite that being the long-range duels.
Crossings does manage to join over here to try to reinforce his position as the Recon goes over in towards Halls. Ash able to find one, Sinks with another drop down here from Sinks, and he is going to find all four.
Yeah, he's been real
players.
sharp. He's been really sharp, honestly.
Going in and updrafting on the box. The smoke's kind of masking some of his vision.
When he was Ash not going to be investing too heavily.
Especially when he's on the Duelist, he looks really good.
He just goes for the Sheriff.
Nice pickup by Gen.G.
Once again, Gen.G stacking the correct side of the map.
Another trap play by Gen.G in the mains.
We'll just look to back away. So control firmly in the hands of Gen.G. Orb going to be grabbed
up.
Savison.
I'm doing pretty well.
Towards that dimensional drift.
Interesting that Lockheed is going to be using both of the salvos just to
get. Do I know who the new GE player is? No.
Presumably, this would indicate that you want.
No, I'm not going to share any rumors.
Site, that you want to make sure that they are just completely shut
Cruz
away.
retired as a player.
Is
that confirmed?
SLT says, you know what?
He becoming the coach of Talon?
You seem very committed. So we're going to
or former Talon.
Energy over to the left side of the map. Here's the alarm bot.
Pings that out. Ooh, but a double take and a Bailey shot. Zinks just so damn fast. LP now take it down.
All right, SLT. Your strength is winning gunfights, but you're getting shot back at now. So how do you adapt?
It's looking pretty solid. There's only 35 seconds left. SLT
How do you adapt?
To indicate that they will be looking for a save. Just making sure they don't get peeked right around the corner. And that does not feel good, especially for an aggressive squad like SLT, one that loves to fight to continue to put the pressure on. They look like they have.
You got some kind of unique flashes, supportive flashes, which are cool.
Forced to save. No one really going to go on the hunt.
All right,
here,
SLT just going to save. 5
away.
guns make it through for Gen.G. Their money's going to be insane next round.
Looks like he's gonna
get all
absolutely insane money for Gen.G.
The dimensional drift online for Zinx. Salvo out early, just denying them. Try to get over towards this orb block. He takes it for himself. Tailwind forward into the cloud burst. A ton of damage going to be pushed out.
Oh,
really nice counter utility from Texture. Maybe too aggressive there.
Does manage to find another kill.
But 2 for 1, they'll take that 100% of the time.
2 for 1. Gen.G still going to be favors. The drone.
Where did I put SLT in ranking? I'll say they will. I think they'll be kind of like Nongshim last year, where like they have upset potential against most of the teams, but I don't think that they're gonna finish in the top 8.
Goes up over the top, quickly cleared out. Not connecting, and now stealth drone moving forward.
But I think New GE is looking good. I mean, I still don't really know what their 5 is, and I don't know what their roles are, so it's hard for me to say.
All of this is happening, Ash is scaled forward.
Yeah, and I love the position he's holding. Since there hasn't been an entry on the site yet, there's still a minute
left. What would be the biggest challenge for SLT in Tier 1?
Get the cheeky kill on the lurk. He just wants to know if SLT will have
like I said, being a team that relies a lot on like aim duels and hero plays is always challenging to translate into Tier 1.
Continuing to buy time.
SLT above or below GE? I think GE will probably be better than them.
Here against SLT.
Just keeping him locked in here for now. Smoke's starting to dissipate. Zinx posted up onto the wall.
Dude, this Zinx guy looks sharp, man. He really has been impressing me this tournament.
Cycled in is Lakia dangerously close, being able to find those shots, but it's going to be Khan tucked away into the cubby. Not punished for pushing forward into the smoke, but
okay, 4-0. Gen.G looking really good.
The team, you know, going through trouble.
So far, they've been meeting SLT where they're at, basically, and fighting them in the mains every single round.
Has done for SLT. Obviously, it's a save round this time, as they kind of bought down in the previous one as well.
Okay, SLT exploring art for the first time. Did I watch the Send Invitational games? No.
Flash to allow for the recon to go forward. Peek coming in, and okay, Lakia eating a good amount of damage there. Down.
I did see that Cryo is farming on Chamber though, which is not surprising.
Might find anything additional, but it's just going to be LP dead to start. The rest of the players.
It's kind of crazy right now. We're in the off season, but there's too much Valorant to watch.
Possibly going to be able to find some value here. Curious. I'm not sure if Klaus actually picked up the sheriff from the dead teammate, or if he had one. Either way. Opting to keep that one out instead of the headhunter.
Just making sure that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw Cryo had some absurd stat line.
Gotta get it out early.
Props to NBS for just being like, all right, Cryo, fuck trying to experiment with your roles. We saw that all last year. Just play Chamber every map. I don't care. We'll work around it.
Where are you going to go from there? I mean, they've got every other entry point on
if Eggster can play one agent for an entire career, so can you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Texture was clearly expecting a wider swing than that. Crosshair was nowhere near Klaus.
Hey, Klaus kind of opens it up. Little contact play from SLT, getting deep.
To attack in onto this A site.
Deep onto the A site.
You have Ash and Karan here, and
Ash spam kill.
Able to strike as soon as it gets taken down. Playing out a bit into the open. Now going to be stopped, but Zexy's able to find a shot.
Nice shots. Klaus flew over the top.
It's now it is all down to Zinx.
We're back.
SLT looking at
SLT slowing it down a little bit, denying info early on, not letting themselves get trapped in the mains. Kind of a nice call, a good timeout.
Has a pretty good idea about where he could be, but also doesn't finish the job. A ton of damage taken, but
God damn, this guy's
what a
sharp.
snappy shot. Blown, cleared, the flash connecting.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy is nuts.
From main now, grinding to a halt. Slowing it down, here's the retap.
Zinx might be that guy, to be honest.
Zinx is going to be trusting in his ability to pull off the spike! And he gets a monstrous clutch!
Zinx might be that guy. He might be the next up.
He says, okay, I see you. That reaction.
He looks insane.
Let's play.
absolute insanity from him. Twitter Force now going to be online here from Klaus, who did have a good round, all things considered, in the previous, but Texture now with the operator. Sets up the fast lane, and
Good discipline from Texture. Nice coverage by Ash. I mean, Gen.G has got this red.
Now gone, and this round is over.
And this was their buy coming back, just because they were close to winning it.
I know. Where does DRX keep finding these players,
that was
guys?
The eco, and this was their buy, and they're about to lose
what
both
is the
again.
DRX scouting system like?
Texture just starts to
They just
keep
have,
track of
they've
all
picked
his
up every guy.
targets.
Every guy.
He wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard to stand out in this roster as well, and for him to be taking the spotlight, that says something.
Still able to get some rifles behind this. Snipe's going to be popped for Zexy. Quick little clear here on the turret. Karan back around the corner with the judge in hand.
You have to imagine that SLT is starting to get a little bit frustrated. We just haven't seen any of the quick trades.
Would have been a hell of a shot, but Tailwind's past the stun.
Nice
Nicely
movement
done
by
here from
Zexy.
Recover that operator, but Lakia will be able to just spam him out at the same time. The crunch
Lakia gets
attempt
two.
coming through over by Art, but they managed to hold their own. Zing's finding one before getting taken down. The
Zuna
push
gets
forward
forced
now
out
into
of
the
Art.
site. You know exactly where Zuna's at. Karan manages
Nice fill by Karen.
Spike now dropped. It's down to Cinder. See if he can clutch it. Finds the first, finds the second.
Bad fight from Lakia.
Pushing forward though, and Ash steadies it at the very end.
Damn, Gen.G like nuts. They are dominating right now.
Versus DRX was working incredibly well, but maybe SLT needs to really just take more of a Fnatic approach almost, and default around a little bit more. Trust in your aim, try to get some opening picks, and then put a play together off the back of that.
Do I think is a very good smoke player, but not in tier 1? In what region?
Either way, we'll see if the timeout call does end up coming through, because for LP, he has no money remaining. Others will be able to afford as Klaus,
a little too aggressive from
hold,
Texture
this
there.
is what I'm talking about. They slow down the pace, Gen.G goes pursuing forward, and then the punish comes in. Now
Pushing all the way up when they haven't had contact anywhere else. A little bit too aggressive for me.
Damage on SLTs set their eyes on the A site, but Zinx is there to stop him, pushing out with a dimensional drift to get extra information as well.
Oh, looking for the lurk forward, and Cinder does manage to catch Ash off guard. So kill found there. Zexy almost getting caught, as that shorty is not going to be able to get much done from that distance. Karan challenges in for the fight, manages to win it. Lakia, the lone defender now here on this B site. Tucks away,
Pacific?
swing around the back.
Honestly, Smokes is
Lakia
by far the
able
weakest position
to keep
in
himself
Pacific.
alive. So 1v3 for Karan, we know that he's capable of it, but it's
I feel like
SLT
the amount of people that
finally
are good
found
at
a winning
Smokes in Pacific is very low.
Yeah,
So honestly, I don't have a good
Karan,
answer
so
for
we
you.
gotta wait and see, but you look at the overall positions, as long as Klaus gets into some relative distance, they should be all right. No. Well, yeah, even better. Zuna
I think Gone is pretty good
and
from
finally, SLT will
Fennel.
be putting a round on the board.
Did he play Smokes? I think he played
incredibly
Smokes.
needed.
I think Gone is pretty good.
After all of this fast-paced action coming through, they finally decided to sit back a little bit, and then it's Gen.G who starts getting a bit antsy.
But yeah, there really aren't that
And this
many
is something we discussed on the broadcast as well.
good
when
Smokes
they were playing their
players.
opening matches. What happens when you don't get those first kills? What happens when you don't win that first contact immediately? How does SLT adjust?
As a coach, is it difficult to change a player like Karen from Smokes, who has proved he's the world's best at it? I mean, it can be, but honestly, like,
Ash going to be backing away.
I'm gonna assume that after the time that they've had together, Karen probably trusts the Gen.G staff a lot, and so if they say like, "Hey man, you can definitely play Sentinel
Clean little setup
really
there.
well," I think
Once again on the
they'll
back
probably
foot.
believe them.
Karan just looks to maintain control of doors. Nebula does get popped, but Cinder
Yeah, Sephiroth has been good too.
mostly just to keep Charon's eyes trained on that position. Everybody else is now shifting over in towards Art, where Texture finds himself a second
Lightning
kill.
Fast can
LP
shoot. I have
now
not
gonna
been
take
impressed with
down.
his utility.
And now you still have no entry
That's the
points.
thing, is
Klaus
like, you
trying
guys have to
push
understand
on
that
B, but his team just
smokes is a lot
be
more
able
about
to get
utility
the
than it
lead
is about
during that
shooting. Like,
opening.
obviously shooting is
Just
important
getting
in
picked
every
off.
role,
Now lower on numbers.
but if your utility is bad,
And no
like,
matter where they
you
go,
cost your
Texture
team a
in
lot
that
on the
fight, they
smokes
just
roll.
have to win the fight.
Still have Lakia there behind the box. Texture maybe looking to try to play him in, but gets a sense of that approach
Oh
from
my God,
stairs.
Lakia.
And is able to find it. Lakia now striking, cleans up the other two.
Nicely done.
Not giving Texture the chance to become
Am I gonna get banned for streaming this? I don't think so. I'm not like watch partying this live. I'm just watching the VOD. So
They're right of me. What were you doing?
That's what
it's not like I'm blocking any of their sponsors or anything like that. How's Lakia looking after a year break? Honestly, he's looking pretty good. Especially when he plays Teo. He's been shooting well.
Texture always on the eternal hunt for the ace. It's like Gollum after the ring.
Yeah.
And when he gets
Nice early pick from Texture.
Texture just on the reposition, does get pinged, and Ash now taken down. Hunter's Fury gonna be sent. First shot going wide. Texture stunned up, taken down. Screwed either way. Will be the judge of the Hunter's Fury to be able to claim him.
All four Gen.G are here
Spike
though.
not yet planted. It's a
rather
quick
the three.
swing. It's another snappy shot from Zinx.
Yeah. Jinx gets one, evens it up. 3v3. Spike not planted yet. Still Teo utility to go.
Just playing forward. Salvo goes out.
Nice position by Klaus.
Get the kill onto
Needed to
Lakia.
make that type
Zinx
of play
now
to open up
approaching
the
from
site.
The low ground has the headshot flash in towards the halls. Charon able to find Cinder, and now
They
it's
know
just
where he
LP.
is.
They know.
Know that he's got that judge as well. But
Oh,
Zinx
Jesus.
down to 16. Swings in for the challenge. The defuse. He's just gonna try to stick it, and he's got it.
Nicely done.
Oh, that's gonna be catastrophic. I mean, maybe
Nicely done from
Jump
Karen.
right above the box, but if
Nicely
you're
done from
flush up
Zinx.
against it, you just will not be seen. He's gonna be kicking himself for that a little bit. And Karen hears it. He just knows I'm good. Well, still nobody yet to break the double digits.
SLT
on the
Haven looks
SLT
good. All right, we'll
side.
get to it
Best they
eventually.
can do is a 9-3 half.
backpedaling, divide set up here from Cinder, and Sexy does
Very
manage to
fast.
find Ash. Very
This guy
good
is
pacey
so
push.
aggressive.
Gets the kill before he can escape out to safety. Now 4v5 Gen.G. We're looking for the retake. They do have this lockdown. There's obviously no Hunter's Fury.
Honestly, watching how these guys use the jet, it almost feels like the jet is like it's like original Neon. Like he needs to be so far in front of his team. He's like up here, and then the rest of his team is going to be back here, and he just has like full freedom to take a ton of space and kind of play on his
Very
own.
available from Zuna. Zinx this time does get caught. Solid little push.
There's a rumor about Patman going to GE.
Now 3v5.
I mean, I don't understand the rules, but
all out around this corner. Grab
I think he's a good player.
Stinger able to claim one. Klaus gets the other. Now down to Texture, finds one. Well, Texture, if you want your ace, there's no one to steal it from you.
Yeah, this is the best time to do it. But it's
yeah,
gonna
he's
be
playing a
too
lot
much
like
distance
how something
covered.
was
Doesn't
playing in
wanna drop the op
2023.
for
That's
it.
for sure.
Texture will
Okay,
go back for the
SLT gets
saves.
another round
They
based
push
off of
around.
just pure aggression again. But Gen.G comfortably in the driver's seat here. They're going to go for a main default, looks like. Keep Texture on the op on B.
Obviously, now starting to whittle away at the bank of Gen.G. SLT
Quick reclear
may yet
into
still be able
Art.
to get this third around and then try to believe in curses. Dimensional drift from LP, chasing forward, scouting at the same time. Klaus able to take believe in curses.
How did he
Dimensional
die?
drift from
Oh,
LP,
Klaus just wins the
chasing
duel. Okay.
forward, scouting at the same time. Klaus able to take down the raid boss of Zinx.
Lakia one off of ult.
Over.
Almost 4 ults available for Gen.G. Let's
Outside
see
of
how
Art.
many get used here.
Lakia,
Ooh, that's a
spam
big
down, Ash
death.
swinging out a little bit wider, gets the dink, but can't confirm the kill. So still 5 players strong at the moment are SLT. Sexy with the spam.
Yeah,
Down
that
to the
was
dugout,
nice.
able to find another one. Now it's just Texture
Updrafted
and
to
Charon
scout, found the
to try
spam angle,
Get them back into this and make this a 10-2
and just
half.
very aggressive fighting from SLT not letting Gen.G get in positions to use their utility and their ults.
Lockdown is there. It has to be respected. Texture swapping the weapons. Finds the headshot.
I thought PRX traded him to secret. Dude,
Now down to 4. Timing shot attempt from
I have no
Klaus.
idea what's going on with the roster.
Klaus with that toward a 4, able to find 1. Karen cannot get the rest. So 3 rounds going to be racked up here for SLT.
Okay. 9-3 is doable. It's going to be tough, though. And I'm really curious what their defense is going to look like with this. I mean, yeah, it's got to be a lot of just, like, walking down. I kind of feel like the Yoru should be fighting for A. Maybe the Jet should be walking down with Chamber potentially on B, but I guess either's fine.
Here on the attack for Gen.G. Yeah, just setting up the stealth drone to start. Klaus looking to try to hang on that angle for a little bit longer, but
does Pacific have good IGLs in tier 2? I mean, there's a few.
So loses that headhunter for
It's
now.
definitely one of the weaker aspects of Pacific.
Sprinting forward, sliding into the back, but Cinder's there with covering fire, and LP's able to find Zing Suna. Now with Lock here.
Okay, Gen.G just kind of whiffing.
And that is just Charon now.
Honestly, I feel like they should have won a lot of those duels.
Stranded behind screen. 2 players low on HP, but this would be a damn impressive clutch. It feels so damn unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to be able to spam 3 of them throughout once, and then the last one, wherever they may be, we can see that Sexy's holding him mid. But this is pretty much the most unfortunate spot to drop the spike.
Oh, it's forward, accidentally.
What change would I make to the SLT comp? I mean, I have no idea because I don't know the players. You build comps for players. Trying to force people to play stuff that they're not good at is generally not a good idea.
Good confidence plays from SLT. Klaus not getting too shaken about despite being suppressed. Still just holds knowing that he's got cover. And Cinder really holding under that one-way there makes such a world of a difference. Instead of just leaving Klaus on his own, he's able to provide support. Make sure
could protect Texture. More forward on the site rather than into halls. He actually could protect Texture.
Ooh, the slide gets past the Outlaw. Okay.
Spamming back with this Sheriff.
So
to find anything at all.
So overly aggressive, not even taking time. Okay, now he relives the Outlaw.
No damage going to be exchanged on either side. Until this.
Yeah.
Klaus.
As soon as you say that,
Klaus deep walk.
Kill against Ash. Just a chip of damage taken on his end, and that gives full B main control for SLT. They already have the better weaponry as well. So
Karen's
the map
in the walls,
is now
though.
relatively solved. If there is any presence in mid, you've got both of the other exits covered. You've got the B site covered as well. And so the 2 members, the 2 duelists, can have 100% focus on A with a little bit of support from Zuna on that Sova.
Karen with the check-in.
Damn.
The headshot as well. Zuna now gone.
Nice shot.
Sexy peeks in on that angle, but Karen broken things open a bit here for Gen.G. They now have a lot more options as far as where they want to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is
no noise on this side of the map, so they're going to start working their way across in towards B, where it is only Klaus with only a headhunter.
Exactly.
Heavy B hit through street. Klaus lets the neon go.
Would have thought. Looks like Texture did turn back.
In a very weird spot here. Yeah, I think they're just going to try and run this guy down. They certainly should. It's super losable now.
With that Spectre taking
good control of B long.
Sexy pushing forward. The bound around the corner. Judge in hand. Texture does fall. Sexy able to find 1.
Oh, the Judge.
As will get picked
Can he get
apart.
more?
He's so low. He's expecting another jump there.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a jump shot.
Swings the corner,
I mean, that was a lot of damage for Gen.G. SLT IGL's Yoru, I'm surprised. That's what Nangshan was doing too. Francis was IGLing while playing Yoru. I mean, it kind of makes sense, honestly. Like, he's kind of an initiator, and he has a lot of supportive utility for teammates. So he can just be like, all right, go now, I'm flashing. What's up, Gobsy? Do I know Talon was talking to Soul for joining their team? I don't know. I don't have a ton of like inside sources on stuff. I just hear rumors when they come out on Twitter, basically.
Sometimes it takes you, a half to really get back.
Did I left GE? I was not. My contract was not renewed.
Get online before it's over. comes for something.
Oh,
Francis was
wow.
playing like
okay, lots
insanely
shown
well.
on Klaus's screen.
it is.
Prince Lakio comes out with the
Francis
kill.
was insane.
Sinks down the 10
All
HP,
Ascension.
so pretty close, but still not the most ideal setup here. Having the chamber dead off the rip.
Yeah, now you know that it's supposed to be a contact play on A on the defense. You've cleared that, so you expect the weight to have shifted there. Otherwise, there's really no.
Yeah, I mean,
good way for
Yeoman
SLT to hold
Yeoman
that defense,
IGL'd
especially on, a
on
bonus
Yoru
round.
as well
So Gen.G
on
takes
his
on the
tier 2
challenge and
teams.
says, okay, well, yeah, at best
I think
you probably
it's an agent that makes a lot of sense to IGL from, because you can do a lot of like crazy stuff and fakes as well. Do I know Soul? Yeah, I know the org. I'm familiar. The biggest org in India, right? Like, fan base wise at this point.
Trying to play off these one ways. Bit of a miss on the shock dart there from Zune, I believe.
No.
So just trying to
RB
close
was
one out.
IGLing at some points, but in Ascension it was Francis.
Alright, grouping up here for
Francis
SLT,
was the
but
main IGL for
don't
Nongshim.
expect really too big of a move.
Did
Probably
Yudaton leave
push.
GE? I don't think so,
I don't
but I
expect
don't
him
know.
to go all in on it.
As far as I know, he's still there.
Does get cleared out. Zinx now eliminated. Flash over the top, the swing in. Texture eats a shot from that
Okay,
outlaw.
post
Swap
plant.
over onto
Do
the
they have
fence of LP,
mollies?
able to
No
find the kill there.
mollies.
Jump up on the
Ooh,
screen.
nice shot by LP.
Has the kill there.
All right,
There's
Ash.
an aim punch on the Ash.
Nicely
Swing
done.
Back out. Gets the Google Play clutch to get Gen.G up to double digits, but similarly
Gotta love
here,
Yeoman's dedication.
not a bad
Dude,
goal from
Yeoman's
SLT.
great.
Not at all. And
I like
now
Yeoman
they
a lot.
do
He's
still
like
have good
he's
openings
a
to
Valorant
continue to try to
nerd.
climb back into
He
this
really
game.
likes
And
to
overall,
think
just
about the
get mad
game and
movement as
like
well. They're not overthinking
theory
it. They
craft
have
and do
to
weird
try to
stuff
break
and
down every
yeah,
single piece
he
of theory
was
in every single lane on
the
this
most
map.
willing of
Just
my
say, well,
players
okay,
to like try out new
we're gonna
stuff
go
and
mid
just
or
kind of
not.
like flex
As soon as you decide
around.
that, you just say, well, if we're not, then push pull one side.
I liked his attitude a lot
Have the advantage,
in that
especially
regard.
if we've won that first contact.
Who's next?
Soul has the best
Money is now
fans.
horrendous for everyone.
I mean, that seems pretty subjective.
Equal grounds.
It's actually the only one with a little bit of cash there.
Okay,
is
a
Cup.
little. What is this round? Is very interesting.
The money is now horrendous for everyone.
Okay, so they're doing a Yoru ult through with the Neon following. They're also droning B long. So they're kind of just trying to do like a fast B split here.
Equal grounds.
It's actually the only one with a little bit of cash there. Is Karan unable to find the punish here? But it's all a bit of a ruse.
Whoa!
Oh, no. Punish here.
Let's watch that one more time. Which of you guys shoots like this?
But it's all a bit of a ruse.
Oh.
No. Delete the VOD.
Yeah, we don't see that often at all. Bit of a panic from LP.
Should have had him absolutely dead to rights there, but
Well, and the worst part about this is now Zexi's constantly concerned about mid, so it's
Yeah.
going to take him a lot longer to regroup with the team.
and if he goes on the full wrap around into club, there is that alarm bot for the early alert system, so Gen.G can keep all eyes trained forward here.
Oh, and the delayed lockdown, you'll love to see it.
Up down there, Zinx using the judge after dying
They
in the previous.
gotta defend this.
Sexy. Wanted to try to clear this out, but he cannot. Ash out
I mean, they didn't really defend that lockdown at all. If his spam was good,
And the two remaining players from SLT
they might be able to win that.
Way to save.
all right,
Yeah,
Gen.G 11 to
you know the
5.
effect.
You did some theory crafting yesterday about what I was saying regarding the veto. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. But what was it that I was saying? Remind me.
Really, with Karan being able to just snap around leisurely fret as they are up 6 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Ash is I'm sure that he'll get more comfortable over time. Like, it just takes a while to get used to the utility. You just got to play a bunch of ranked games and just get... You have to get, like, the agents feeling like they're sort of second nature to you, and that takes just a bunch of reps,
Just wants to
which
play more rounds.
you just have to
because he's
grind
got
a
higher
lot.
chance of
Play a lot of
Yeah.
ranked.
Getting an
getting
A.
at least a 4K. if
At
not
least
the
You're
eight.
not going to get enough reps
Because,
just playing
yeah, they're not
scrims.
really taking a leisurely stroll in this round.
Damn, nice shot.
They're just trying to barrel into A, and suddenly Caron and Ash are
Anybody know the
right
map
on
pool for
outskirts.
kickoff?
Like, guys,
I do,
the
but
hell
I
have you
can't
done?
leak it.
Yeah, I mean, especially after what we just heard on the comms, something doesn't quite match up.
I do, but I can't leak it.
And
a bit too much fun having going on here.
Perhaps. I don't think SLT is one of those teams, though, at the end of the day, that no matter how much you're leading by, you cannot, it is never a good idea to say, let's try a gamble stack. Let's try a death ball, because...
Well, quick round. Just duel in main.
And crucially,
GG.
building up that
All right. 2 ults for both sides.
cash,
Gen.G.
the weapons.
Another A default.
Right over A main, it would seem. Zexy forward.
What is Zinx doing? He's just
Weapons.
knife out, swinging across
Right
the
over
most
A main, it
common
would seem.
angle to be
Zexy
held.
Forward, in front of that
I don't know about that,
one,
bro.
Gets out scot-free.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's why you picked the Jet, to be able to hold those angles and still make your escape. And finally, we're starting to see it find some success a little bit more often. Sexy with another opening kill here for SLT.
Is the
With
map
Euro
pool the
gone
same
as
size?
well,
Yeah, I mean, map pool is always
the
going to be
possibility
7.
of the Cosmic Divide becomes a lot weaker. There just isn't as much that you're going to be able to
How about me
dance around
coaching
with.
Soul Valorant? I mean,
Just
get me a contract, bro.
guiding through.
I'll coach anybody. I'll coach anybody. Doesn't matter what
Spot
region.
from LP, just hiding behind the pillar on B main. He's going to go for the dimensional drift early. Just to check around, sees the exchange of the spike. Rewraps TPs. It looks like that's going to be the call coming in. As
Aaron
Caron
Lurk.
trying to get this kill on his Zexy, and he cannot.
Loses the duel.
Had he been able to make
Okay,
that
now
happen,
the round is really weird for Gen.G.
a very easy time getting into the A site. The spike is still being ushered across the map here by Ash, but now they have to be way
They
more
found the
cautious.
right site, but they got to get into the next, like,
Yeah, and
10
again,
seconds.
the timer just being reminded that there's only 30
And
seconds
SLT
left.
hard
Gen.G,
stacking
they're
B,
making the
totally
call
stacking
once
the
they
A
got
site. They
contact,
do
but
have
they'll
Cosmic for a retake.
hold on to the entire A site
and
just
numbers,
so much
obviously,
longer. Have to
so-
creep around and clear
Just
out
got to be
every
careful,
single
though.
corner.
Texture's going to take a lot of space.
Stars getting set up, the rotations.
Ooh, Ash's
Coming
stars
back
are
in
not
here for
great.
SLT.
Very off-center,
Now, Zexy,
weird
if he
star.
was already on a walkabout. He's going to swing around
Definitely,
and try to get
definitely
over
a little bit of
into
panic,
main.
not used to playing Asha.
Lakia for the moment here behind the box, just jiggling. He's reading this potential flank coming through well, but he's to try to stay alive. He's the one with the salvo, with that Armageddon.
How did Texture and Yudo go
Look at
from
this.
playing
Oh,
no
and he
neon to
does.
playing less
That's
than
so
neon? I
big.
mean, just
Hard one,
practice.
but Ash does end up falling.
Would I accept an
Texture
offer from EDG in
There.
China? Sure.
along the side of it. Salvo going to be going out first. Cinder just eating a bit of that damage. Lakia finding one,
Oh,
trying to counter
Lakia.
spam 5 bullets that he cannot find.
He had
The
one more
headshot
person, he
onto
wins
the
that
repeat.
round.
Timeout.
All right, timeout from Solo. He's like, all right, no more trolling. Let's put this map to bed. Put this map to bed. Gen.G is looked a little sloppy on attack so far.
Holds on to them until so late because he only uses them when he's absolutely sure.
Zexy taking that shot, but does find Texture. Full armor, saving his life. Some
Really, they're gonna put a Sova ult into this. Interesting.
damage traded, and now the Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Ash taken down in here behind the box center, continuing to scale forward and to frag. Finds himself a second. Zinx now on the floor.
Which team
Very
is
much
winning
iced
Pacific kickoff?
after that big first half.
That's tough.
Man, I mean,
I'll give you 3. Pacific kickoff will probably be won by either T1, Paper X, or T1, Paper X, or the T1 Paper X, or I'll say Nongshim. Throw out a random name at the end.
what I love here from SLT is the fact that they just, well, hold on, round's not over yet. LP is looking to clean things up.
No, I think
As we
Gen.G is
remember,
gonna need a little bit more time. since they're
on.
making so many
Hold on,
changes
good
with
sir.
their roles and stuff.
Look, he is the Locky of Valorant.
He's got Armageddon. He's Teo. He's Locky of Valorant. He's picked up a Phantom. Not convinced yet?
He's got no salvos.
I'm just trying to think of like the
Should
teams
most
that
be
are going to
over,
be in
but
the
so
best
to go
form
back
because
to
they haven't
what
made as many
I love
changes,
the fact that they send them
or
to
like the
Spirit
structure
and
of
they
their
still push
team
off of
is
it. Instead of
a
just
little
saying,
questionable.
hey, we're content with pushing you away, they're saying, no, we're ending the round right here. Like, don't think about
30 seconds
re-clearing.
left.
Don't you dare think about re-aggressing.
Honestly, I really like the Nongshim team. Like, I think they've got a lot of talent. I really like what
There it is.
RB
All right, I'm
has
convinced.
brought to that team. And Francis is like, Francis has been one of the most impressive players in all of Pacific to me over the last year.
They're out, requiring a little bit deeper of a swing. He gets a little bit too eager, almost steps into the Nova post. That means his dash is gone.
And he's able to avoid it.
Ooh.
The pop flash, either going past Zexi's angle or didn't make it out of the nebula. It's hard to tell, but
Ooh, the
goes
double stack.
chasing way too
Nicely done
forward.
from Gen.G.
Yeah,
Zexy
that's
way
a
too
hard
aggressive.
read. They just know that this guy's gonna love to re-challenge.
Yep,
Holds it with a triple on a difficult angle to
way
clear.
too aggressive. Are we back? Hello? Hello? I think we're live again. Says we're good. I'm back. Okay. No, my OBS just closed randomly. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep going.
Quick little back away, but his LP escapes. Suna is served up on a silver platter. Ends up onto the wayside is now the Armageddon.
The G2
Trying
exec.
to push them forward, out into the open. Do manage to escape and swing on the backside.
Dude,
Lock-in
I
finding
mean,
one, Carrot finding the other.
Teo is,
And now
I'm
it's just
telling you,
Klaus.
I think that Teo is the best initiator in the game right now.
Dead. His texture scoops up
That
another
might be
3K,
a
and
super hot
Gen.G
take, but I think he's the
do
best
manage to
initiator
get
in the game.
themselves up to map point.
Match
Took a
point.
little while, but
For the
they'll
current
get there
meta.
eventually. So now with the safety net of minimum, just to greet for that first. So the SLT
Yes, they have.
that he just likes to, which is a little bit too far.
Sleep.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
ready.
Yeah, on this map, he's insane. I think he's also incredible on Abyss. He's very good on Bind. Like, I think he's really good on the map pool. I think that the fact that you can... Basically, one of my takes is, like, you know how all the initiators had... Like, all the recon initiators, all the cooldown initiators had their cooldowns increased. So my take is that any agent that has a signature that has 2 charges and you can split use them has gotten a big buff. So Teo obviously doesn't have to use both missiles now. He can split his missiles. And Sky, I think, is similar. I'm pretty high on Sky, KO, and Teo at the moment.
Ready for a nap.
listen, we're sitting in the dark here, staring at a
I
monitor.
feel like I'm like just getting tucked in bed. Just
Yeah.
looking at it's like looking at my phone before I
Yeah.
fall asleep.
Exactly.
I just start yawning. Push coming in
Oh,
now.
the timing from Texture.
Oh,
How does he get 2?
Two here mid,
No
Zex at the
way.
same time off screen, taking down Ash over at Club.
What do I think about
Nova
GE
pulls
Autumn as a player?
And
I mean,
Texture
he's
does
a good
end up
fragger.
falling.
I don't know much about
Suddenly
him as a
2v2.
player.
Zexy finding another nice shot.
It's very interesting that both teams had the idea to basically meet up in mid and take those fights, trades back and forth.
He's
but
definitely
just
the
goes
best.
to show
He's
the
definitely
level
the best
playing at.
Australian player.
Non-stop battles
That's
all
for
the way
sure.
down to a 2v2. The problem for SLT is that they're separate on 2 different sites. So that's why you're going to see LP tuck away into a corner. Not going to be as easily cleared. See if Zinx is aware of this possibility.
You would suspect, given that they don't have any control over A main, that this should be a backside plant.
Portal closed.
Misses the timing to spot them.
Oh, this is a weird round. What are they gonna do? Are they
Dugout.
just gonna plant and
So
back?
far, nothing seen.
Oh my
with
God, the
main
teleport's
direction out
coming to
towards
him.
main.
No, Zinx, don't take the teleport.
Planted backside. The spot out and the kill.
Oh,
LP
okay.
Finding Lakia.
Just had
Now
no
all
idea.
down to Zinx, the operator in hand. And that should be him dead, and it is.
Nice try.
Sexy.
Well
with a
handled by
huge
SLT.
Holding their incredible
I mean, they're making this pretty close considering that they got
seem to be
9-3 in the first half.
Double Cosmic Divide. Nothing else really to bank on, though, for Gen.G. Still ways away from some of these ultimates. Karan can maybe grab an orb and a kill, would have a lockdown. Sexy doesn't get tagged, but oh my god, he goes for the peek! He absolutely crushes Texture.
He's still here with 11 health.
Honestly,
Oh
oh my god.
Gate crash immediately going to be punished. LP going to be traded out. The knives now pop. He's going to go up and over the top of screens as they are frantically.
Dude, I feel like this guy is like the second coming of CNED. I feel like he plays Jet like CNED did in 2021.
Karan is calling for the rotations, but it is a player
Yudo
advantage.
and Autumn as
SLT.
Yudo and Autumn, what do you
Prime to
think?
hit double digits
What's your
themselves.
question? I
Karan
don't understand.
needing to intercept some of these players. He sees that rendezvous. Would love for the chamber to come TPing in, but Klaus is a world away from it.
Yeah, but Klaus is already all clear.
Yudo's a good player. Autumn's a good player. Is that what you want to hear?
Should be an A hit. The only thing they're worried about is going back around mid.
Yeah, they know that they haven't seen the KJ. They know that Karan is going to be lurking somewhere, but it's not going to be able to.
And how does Gen.G close out this map? They're definitely struggling here on attack.
Basically free reign the move up in towards Flowers.
SLT is super aggressive again. Just all the
timing. It's so fast in the wraparound.
yeah, they love pushing out on the opposite side of where the pressure is shown.
This is still going to be pretty brutal at the moment. Lakia at risk if this swing continues to come in. Yep, he's been spotted and taken down. Ash able to find one, but Zexy just bounds forward.
Karan on
the right click.
Weird wrap.
Karan now. Try to clutch
They
it
are
out.
not expecting him coming from here.
Gets him, finds one, gets a transfer, but cannot get the kill on
Okay, 12 to 10. I mean, good comeback from SLT. I did not think they were going to make it this close. Another timeout from Gen.G. Maybe a little bit too much trolling going on. Do I chalk up SLT's success with this Chamber Yoru Jet comp too? They run across multiple maps in their pool. I feel like the triple escape tool comp supports their aggro style and multiple op. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that like it just allows their players to just be extremely greedy with how they play. Like the fact that this chamber is like walked all the way through here just instantly. They do this a lot with the Jet too. Like he'll just, as soon as they show A, he's just walking like all the way into their spawn. Which is definitely something that they're going to get punished for. Like once teams actually VOD review them, and they'll be like, "All right, well, we should just always have one person just like tucked in a corner if we're going over somewhere on our default, because this guy will always get a kill because they're just going to be walking through behind us." But right now, I think it's just catching a lot of teams off guard because the way that they play feels very scrimmy. They feel very scrimmy, where they're just like, something will happen on the other side of the map, and there's just like one dude walking here, one dude walking here. They're like re-peeking heavy. Like they play very scrimmy, and it's definitely catching teams off guard, I think. Regarding Chamber, don't you get the feeling that people don't use his trap ability in the most efficient way? Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of true for a lot of Sentinels, honestly. Like, one of my favorite things to do on, like, Vice, for example, is not to use the wall right away. Because, like, obviously, certain Sentinels, like, I think like, a Cypher and probably, like, a Vito, you benefit from having a setup kind of, like, ready to go at the beginning of the round. But, like, one of the things that I really like doing with Vice on defense is because the wall is so good at holding space and delays it, like it's basically like a permanent, or not a permanent, it's like a guaranteed delay, because it's very hard to coordinate, you know, crossing the wall together perfectly. So it usually will split up a hit and it just holds info for so long. So one of the things I really like doing with the Vice is, like, let's say you A default, right? Maybe you Sova Dart like this, maybe you smoke this. And if they don't come through this, then you just come up here and you just put your vice setup like aggressively, right? And you can even play here and just fight them before they even get to the choke point, right? Or you don't have to do like the whole setup, but you can just leave your wall and then you can go play somewhere else. Like just having this much extra space has a lot of value. And similarly, I think with the chamber trap, that's probably a good thing to do. Is like, especially because you can take a lot of space by yourself for free, right? You can walk all the way up here. Oh, they're not challenging me. Okay, cool. Throw the trip like this, and then you can leave, right? And it just gives you much earlier warning. So I definitely agree. I think you should be using it at the start of the round sometimes, like if you're in certain setups. But I definitely think that pocketing your info utility and then placing it after you've like taken space on an initial default is really good. It's another thing that can't remember who started doing it first. Maybe it was Fnatic. I would be surprised. But like the Killjoy stuff, people were doing like this for a long time. But then somebody started being like, okay, well, first we should just like fight for C, and then we can just put our alarm bot here, right? And then the Killjoy can go all the way over here. And then this gives you so much extra warning. Or even, pushing it up a little bit further. Gives you so much extra warning so that you can go somewhere else, and then if they come back to the site, then you have plenty of time to put up a smoke and get your rotates in.
It's a lot of good comms. I never knew there was a painting above art, but that does make sense since it's called art, isn't it? I'm just not a lineup guy.
I was going to say, you are not a lineup player.
I said something about Academy team?
Quick clear
I
on
don't
the flow.
remember. I say a lot of things. I don't remember them all.
This is looking like
Where will RRQ finish during kickoff?
Try to get into A. Texture.
Hmm.
Just around the corner, and here is that Judge with Texture. Instantly finds a shot, thinks gets another. And Ash finds Suna. What is the call? What happened during the timeout? Because now there's a lockdown.
I think RRQ
and Gen.G
will finish top 8.
looking to end this on a thrifty. Creep forward, Cinder.
But I don't think they'll make an international. Or I don't think they'll make the first
and
Masters.
It's just sexy
rather.
with just a Sheriff.
This is how it.
Okay, I gotta go back and watch this.
I'm just not a lineup guy.
I was going to say, you are not a lineup player.
I have the...
Just a quick clear on the clone. This is looking like it is going to be a bloody fight to try to get into A. Texture just around the corner, and here is that Judge with Texture. Instantly finds a shot, thinks gets another. And Ash finds Suna. What is the call? What happened during the timeout? Because now there's a lockdown. And
It's just
Gen.G
the ecos. The ecos get you.
on a thrifty.
Application
forward,
reviewing.
Cinder, to try to make a play.
Yeah, I mean,
scooped up the weapon, and it's just sexy.
I
with
have this
just a
this
Sheriff.
boot camp that I'm doing in January, so I'm just reviewing applications in December for it.
The classic Gen.G Sheriffs and the wraparounds coming. Zexy's, oh, here is it, but he cannot be ready. The aim not there.
So not that convincing from Gen.G, honestly. Their defense was, or their attack was good. No, sorry, their defense was good. Their attack, a little iffy for me. A little iffy. I think that's kind of been the case though. Overall, is that they've looked solid on certain parts of the map, but then they're definitely not as clean as they have been, which I guess makes sense.
Because the map is big, but we'll see if he can get aggressive enough to actually get that information.
All right, let's go to Haven.
Play that's
Ahead of the.
And again, Yoru, Jet, Klaus goes to Cypher. Cypher in the big 2025, huh? Definitely prefer this comp. I feel like this comp is pretty shit, not gonna lie.
The patches.
War Frenzies.
Oh yeah. Gen.G, we don't see that every day.
Feels like we're
I
back
feel
in
like their Haven
2022.
comp is
I'm
pretty
all for it,
shit.
though. I think the Frenzy needs a little bit more use.
3
I
Sheriff.
say that they probably win this game, huh? Yeah, they dominate. It's funny. I mean, their comp is shit,
At the same time,
but
for
maybe
SLT.
they're just the best.
One of them, however, not in the hands of Sid.
I will also say that Gen.G's Haven looks significantly worse without Munchkin.
Does go for that half armor and sees the fast lane. Here's the footsteps. It's going to be a cut across, maybe into A.
Turns
no,
out
just
that
gonna be a connector side
the way
plant.
that he played Viper and the way he called on this map was pretty
He's ready
unique.
for the Cypher to be playing up into heaven.
He hears footsteps outside of him, so he knows that they're circling around him.
You want to be able to deal with him.
Oh,
or
no way.
they keep their focus on that B site, but Klaus
No
able to hold
way
his
he
own down to
loses
2
that.
HP though. Obviously took some damage from the drop. Somehow lock you. Not quite finding it.
No way.
As Klaus is getting away with absolute murder. Karen will eventually be able to find him there as Ash. He can find Zexy. Another smoke going to be cycled forward. It's just going to be frenzy spam. Try to clear out these diffusers as they're going for it. Suna covering
Oh,
fire.
how are they losing this?
Keeps them protected.
They have like 3 frenzies spamming. Somehow they're not
Klaus.
killing this guy. That's nuts.
The hero of the round
Move in after I
comes up with those 3 and allows for SLT to get the pistol.
Going back
I
to
just
the
want to
well
be very clear.
on the
This
pistols.
isn't because it's the
Yeah.
frenzy. In fact,
So the thing is, with the boot camp, it's for North American or America's players only. It's just sort of like a little test thing. I would like to start sort of like helping to develop tier 2 talent. And I feel like a lot of the just like forming random stacks and scrimming is not very efficient. So I'm trying to offer like an alternative way for tier 2 players to improve and get ready to be tier 1 players. So I'm designing a boot camp for people that want to go pro. But it's only for people that are like really serious about it. I'm not going to take anybody that's kind of just like trying to see what esports is like. Like, I'm not interested in working with anybody like that. It's really just for people that are very close to going pro or like have the potential to go pro. And it's only for America's players at the moment.
this is exactly where the frenzy should have shined. Bullets, but of pushing towards the spike.
Pretty great way to start things off there is Zexy. Pinged out, but not before he's able to find a kill on Texture. Cloudburst will drop. Bit of damage there out from Zinx, who's going to be pinned into the corner. Shock Dart attempt to be lobbed in. Charon going to be caught here. Judge to the back. Sheriff now down on the floor.
Yeah, it's good to see that Charon's putting pressure on mid. Okay,
He hit him.
he did. And
Relax, bro.
actually,
Well, Zinx, I was going to say your map.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what kind of
Solid start, but
Quick
being
couple
really,
rounds to
really
start.
forward.
So yeah, I think the big things for me on this is if Gen.G's Haven falls off playing this comp, it just really shows that Munchkin was kind of the main key to making this comp work. The way that he played the Viper, the way he called around his wall and stuff like that, super, super important. Also, I think Karen's Omen and the way that Foxy9 played defense on Killjoy was also extremely important. So those changes of Karen no longer being on the Omen to help kind of like play pseudo duelist, and also Munchkin being just like a true puppet master on the Viper on this map is really what makes this comp good. And if you don't have those, I think the comp is way, way worse.
Reinforce the buy as well. So an opportunity to try to find the bonus conversion that Gen.G had on Pearl. Quick check out. Nothing going to be spotted there, but Suna just counter spamming. Does manage to find Zinx. Ash as well, tagged up.
Viper goes
That's
down
a lot of
again.
damage
Not
taken,
good.
and especially with the Viper gone, you can't put passive pressure onto
Not
the A side
good.
anymore. I mean, Gen.G now, yeah, it's up to Charon to put pressure somewhere else just so they can get a reaction out of SLT. But the other problem being that LP, utilizing the fact that he's Euro, has pushed all the way up through Cubby in C main. So with that information given, SLT now just has to worry about 2 sites.
It's a quick back away from the drone, but that spike at the moment in hand. For Lakia, who's creeping closer and closer to the judge.
Here's more. They have to check this.
They're not going to drone for it, though.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
So the judge now ranks
teleport?
out.
No teleport.
Kill is
He's
found,
stuck.
and he's got the counter swing available
Ooh, the
from
timing.
Klaus, and there
Wait,
it
good
is.
coverage by Klaus.
Right
Okay.
as Texture tries to go for that elimination.
Damn, swings him with the judge.
Barring an ace clutch from Karan that won't even get started.
Okay,
There
SLT
you have
is
it. The bonus
woken
is
up.
converted.
They've woken up and they're shooting.
Nerds, but
Also,
this is that information.
the attack side looks
I was just saying, yeah, it's no different. It's just
pretty
another
rough for
game of
Gen.G
Valorant.
so
It
far.
seems to be
They've also gotten
now
spammed
sitting at 6-1.
multiple times now.
The rare 4 stinger buy here for Gen.G. Typically just the oh my god.
Wow.
That's just all through the corner.
Wait, what? How much damage?
G. Typically just the oh my god.
Look at that spam, dude.
Typically just the oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Wow.
That's just all through the corner.
Yep.
Oh, and they're just gonna get absolutely ground into a pace here.
Oh my god.
Zuna, another 2 for him. It's not a flawless, but it's
They
damn
got
near.
wrecked by that
Plenty of money
spam.
and a 4-0 start. I was gonna say,
What do you think of
typically they go
Patman
for,
being
you know,
benched?
sheriffs, but
I
man,
mean,
that spam just dropped my jaw to the floor. It's a 5-0-1 start.
I don't know. It's like
For the
it's kind of hard to
Zuna
say,
now.
right? Like he obviously helped PaperX win their first tournament.
Just getting the read that this is a high
He didn't play that well at
possibility.
champs, but
They're all brought down
shooting
also
isn't
well,
everything.
And then good follow-ups from the rest of the team.
yeah, they literally didn't have a chance on that round.
Ooh, Jinx. Able to catch 1 on the TP. Shorty drawn out. Texas presence now going to be known, and Zix quickly has to back away.
Is Pacific going to win their
Slides
first
out of
champs
A
this
main.
year?
So that's
I
where he's gonna
mean,
give it over,
it's
but still
too
is able
early to
find the
say.
kill on the Omen down.
Way too early to
Cool
say.
piece here for Gen.G as they
I think that America's is going to be the best region,
But they are trapped
but
in mid, whether
I think
they
it's going to be
realize it or not.
pretty
I mean,
close. It's going to be pretty
trusting the
competitive.
Cypher Yuto to know if there eventually is an attack on the C site. You've already pushed up all the way through A main, an immediate re-clear after that battle around the Viper toxic screen. And now just eyes on mid. One looking out B site, one holding garage.
I think Envy
And Gen.G's
is an
wondering,
upgrade.
you must want
for
more
Patman.
information. Why aren't you coming out further? Now they say, well, we'll just.
I mean,
right
skill-wise,
here,
yes.
check it out. Oh, what a precise peek from
But
Sexy.
I think that Patman fit the PaperX culture pretty well, and his vibes on stage were very useful to their success. So I think if you're just looking at pure, just like one-for-one player skill, Envy's definitely an upgrade, but I wouldn't say that firepower was something that PaperX lacked, so adding more firepower is not necessarily always going to be the answer.
That flash connected.
But we'll see. I mean, I don't think PaperX is going to be bad, and Envy's definitely really good, and maybe they'll perfectly click and be an insane team.
Forward, nearly has him isolated. The judge now going to be in hand,
We'll
but
kind of have to see.
isn't ready for the reposition from Karan. So Gen.G will get themselves on the board.
All right, Gen.G finally get around.
still at the
Honestly,
cost of free
I feel like I'm
players.
watching a
Exactly.
completely
It was
different team play Haven right now.
was for
The
the
way
top
that Gen.G is playing this looks completely different to how they played under
Hall
Munchkin.
now. Now just no contact over on the A side. This should put some question marks up for SLT, but the best thing they can do for now is just do a hard clear and make sure they hold on to the space.
Check down, clear sewers. Zinx just slotting in alongside the wall. Flash out, Zinx in desperate need of some assistance, and finally will come through. A 2-2-2 here as see up and over the top of the
Dude,
box.
he is
able to
so
escape.
annoying on this jet. He really is kind of like pushing. He's like limit testing this agent in every round, basically.
Now, you know that there were multiple members providing backup on the Gen.G side, so Zexy should have a decent idea that he can hold. He's going to slowly back out so he doesn't get caught off guard, but Klaus! Oh, I thought he was going to get 2.
Certainly had it lined up, but just couldn't quite get the shot out fast enough. Spike is in hand. It's going to be a rotate around over to the C side, but Zexy quickly has started working his way across. So it's already here at B. Spike now.
Yeah, I can see Gen.G making changes as well. Like,
that lockdown is Karan.
from what I've seen, this guy is very good, but he's mostly good on Duelist. Like, his Viper has not been super good, and I think Ash looks very uncomfortable on Smoke so far.
Spot on the 1, but Zexy wins the fight, taking down Texture. Leading it now to a 1v1.
I think if anything, there's maybe some chance that they move this guy to Sentinel because he played Sentinel for DRX Academy last year. They move Karen back to Smokes, and then Ash either becomes like a flash flex or they maybe find another player.
The nano pops the swing, and Karon able to get the readjustment steady.
Early, mentioned a little bit of
Still celebrations there at the end. This texture, good.
Big
amount of
wall
damage
bangs.
taken. And that wall bang
They're doing a very nice job of
looking for the shot, but texture just finds the time,
Texture's
pushes
movement on
forward,
Neon
looks
is
for the second,
crazy
can't make it
sometimes.
happen. Zuna will be able to shut him down, makes it a 1-for-1.
a reset on the A side, but that means Gen.G wants to immediately re-clear off of it. They've already taken out.
You know what?
Some very
Actually,
sexy.
the big thing is the really big thing is that Gen.G is not running execs anymore. That was a huge part of what made this comp good, is that they would have like a really good balance of these kind of like mid-roundy, like lurk A with the wall, A default, C default type of rounds. But then every like third or fourth round would be just a full-on C exec or A exec or B exec. And they were really, really good at switching up the tempo like every couple of rounds. You never were quite sure what to expect. And their execs were like perfectly timed out and executed. So it was very hard to be in the right spot. And so if they just exec C and you only have one person on C, you just lose the round because they have like post-plant Viper. So the fact that they're not doing any execs, I think, is a big problem with how they're calling this.
There's no exit after that.
They said in an interview that they're
Guy to the
experimenting.
util.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Able to find him there in the end. Odin's been shifted
It's
around.
off season. That's what it's for.
Currently occupying Hell.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think Gen.G should be considering, and I love that they're rotating off of this, is saying, okay, no matter where we go, we should have the numbers advantage, but we do know that there was an Odin and A-Link, so do we want to deal with that? The potential of getting mowed down? Probably not. You don't really see any other hard rotates in mid either.
Klaus, though, from this position could certainly do some damage.
Cage triggered.
30
He's trying
seconds
to
left.
Bait them in some ways. Oh, spotted from garage.
Karon now has the confirmation, so he's just going to go trying to find the timing swing, but
Spike drop.
it does end up getting picked apart. Much damage found either, so Plant coming in. 2 players to try be the difference makers here.
Yeah, he needs to
for
stop
SLT.
juicing.
Turn this round on its head.
Turn off your juice. Make sure you have juice for when they come in.
Long alarm bot just there, but Lakia continuing to scale forward, but there you go, gets the trigger.
Last player
Gets
standing.
Which
the
region
fight,
tier 2 is
gets
the best?
kill.
And that should be a save here for the Odin. Just looking for
Probably
initial
North
exit frags and also just keep
America.
yourself alive, but
I don't
otherwise,
know. It's hard.
should be
There's a
able
lot
to
of
run
really
the
good tier
safety
2 Turkish
if you're
teams out
Cinder.
there.
Carry over that weapon that costs 3,200 credits.
I'm not
cheap
I'm
buy
not
at
tuned in
all.
enough to the tier 2 scene to make a judgment on that, honestly.
Sphinx is kind of on the hunt here. See if he's able to find him in the end. Swings out a little bit wider. Would be able to spot him.
Would I say we
Time
just
with
had
it, though,
worse
and looks like in
shooters
the end,
compared to other teams? No, I think
slotted
our
alongside the
firepower
wall.
was probably
So
our
Odin
biggest
will be
strength than
retained.
GE.
Gen.G able to find themselves 3 in a row.
It is just recommending, are they not?
We definitely didn't
No
have worse
change.
aimers on our team. If anything, we focused too much on firepower on our team.
Before Ultimate's online, you've got a couple on SLT side as well. During the comms we heard, I believe it was Texture mentioning that the Euro Ultimate is online. So very wary of what LP can do by entering the other dimension. Okay, Bladestorm at least activated. That's one ult down on the SLT bank.
Still plenty of other ones though. I mean, you could go for the combo with LP if you get a good target with a dimensional drift. Otherwise, could
Okay,
just
Gen.G
save
making
the
a bit of a
Fury for
comeback on the
lockdown.
attack half now. Very passive start to the round.
Yeah.
We kind of have a little bit of a
Go
stack
ult
deck,
for
though.
information.
We wanna try to commit the
LP
Hunter's
trying to
Fury,
get himself some
go
info
for
to
the
make a
clear of the
call off
lockdown,
of.
then Lakia could
Use the
just counter Hunter's
Killjoy.
Fury you.
Exactly. It's always
Okay,
a
3,
tough
4
bet
people
here.
spotted.
LP just exploring as they see nothing, right? So you just use that Euro to say, what are you guys doing? Where are you? And then,
Spawn.
yeah, the info
basically.
he gets isn't exactly all that useful.
I don't mind that
Nobody
Euro
there
ult,
to
honestly.
push
I think it's
off of
pretty
it
good.
either and to secure that forward space. There was the alarm bot checking for a fast push out of C main, so Gen.G's fairly aware that, okay, with the Euro ult as well, they don't have full information. It's a reset. The Euro's
Yeah, you
away,
should
and
definitely
now
be
it's a
stacking A
5-man
here
stack,
30
this
looking
point.
to enter the A site.
Poison orb lobbed into the back. Shock dart forward, looking for some extra damage off the ramp. Unable to
Oh,
find a
Zuna
damage
chases
connector.
the neon.
One before
LP
getting traded
though.
out. LP does well to find 2 kills of his own. Zinx down low on HP. The spot out, the Odin spray. The shots through. It does manage to find that Viper. Paranoia across, Lakia disconnecting back over into main.
That plant is not good.
Half health.
The HP.
Yep.
That plant is really bad, actually.
It's not going to feel good to use Hunter's Fury at that point.
No, absolutely not. And that's why he's trying to scale forward. Here's the tap. Considering his options, but he's basically shoulder to shoulder with Klaus. Lakia finds the first, but Cinder will be able to just go ahead and
Okay,
take
good
it
round from
down.
SLT.
So, SLT.
Really nice Euro ult, actually, to figure out what's going on in the round, I think.
Holding was in fight. SLT will be more than willing.
Yeah, we're now, this is 9 rounds in a row. We haven't seen a single fast exec from Gen.G. I think that's a huge mistake
A
from
little bit of a
them.
different answer, and now they start to work a bit more of the map. Maybe too much as he sticks the landing on the Omen ultimate.
Overdrive is popped. The textures looks maybe looking to send it here and sell a bit of a fake, but Ash is taken down. A great shot from Klaus to just, well, I say great shot. I mean, it's a good read. Knows exactly where Klaus. Textures.
This is, I think every team runs this play now with Neon and Omen ult. We ran this play a bunch. I can't even remember who we stole this from. I think we stole it from a tier 2 team. Where you Omen ult here, or even here, or here. And then you Neon ult, and you make it look like an A exec, but then you're teleporting and going C. Yeah, every team runs this.
Gen.G gonna have to find a little bit of a different answer, and now they start to work a bit more of the map. Maybe too much as he sticks the landing on the Omen ultimate.
Overdrive is popped. The textures looks maybe looking to send it here and sell a bit of a fake, but Ash is taken down. A great shot
Best
from
region
Klaus.
for IGL.
Well, I say great
Probably
shot. I mean,
America's.
it's a good read. Knows
Or
exactly
Europe.
where they're going to be.
And, well, hold on. There's
Honestly,
more
it's probably
to the
EMEA.
Oh my goodness, sexy.
Quick check and a clear. Charon taken down. And this is maybe going to be another flawless for SLT. Spot,
Ooh.
but a little bit too much movement. Lakia able to back away, but this is looking like a finished round. The double face not going to lead to the kill quite just yet.
There's no way he just
Looking like
floated
a
back
finished round,
into
the
a
double
peak.
face
This guy's floating back
not
into
gonna lead to the kill
repicking with
quite
the
just
off.
yet, but Sexy just
That
ripped
is
it off of the angle.
That is
Well, it's another
ridiculous.
Google play flawless after all. They go ahead and secure that.
Sub
It's
City.
6 rounds now for SLT on.
And of course, getting
Show me his
row and really
POV.
getting
Did he
over the
actually
run.
fully
But
just
when I
drift
said
onto
work
the angle
map
there?
more, I didn't mean you needed to work the entire map all at the same time. I mean, you had Charon pushing C main, you had Ash going to the defender's spawn.
Absolutely agree.
You had
What
just time little
a
first
crazy
map, so
guy.
see if it pays.
Only the lockdown to try to work with here, but not much firepower surrounding Gen.G. Granted, did just close the first map on its rookie, so we know that they're very capable of.
I'm actually really curious. Okay, how many rounds of Jet has he played? Wow, he's actually played a lot of Neon. Recently, it's been mostly Jet, but that's interesting. He's actually played quite a bit of different stuff.
Pulling off these rounds.
So Garage is definitely an area.
For the
that
boot
Gen.G
camp,
has
am I
a
open to
place
collegiate
for
players?
much
I
like
mean,
that.
just
Let's
send in
bring
an
it back to it.
application, bro. If you're
just
really
represent
serious
the
about
best
going
experience.
pro, send in an application.
Oh,
I
man.
can't promise that I'll give you a spot, but
Zinx just can't catch
the
a
best
break
thing you
around
can
some
do
of
is
these
just
corners
apply
right
and see what
now.
happens.
He's getting brutalized by this operator. Ash with a peek there out of sewers. Clears the drone, has to back away, and Lakia's just sending it into B.
Where would SLT
He's
go
dead.
in an
Ash
A to
is
F
gone.
tier
There
list?
goes the
I mean,
hero
I
Vandal.
think I'd put them in like
There's texture. Well, they heard that.
somewhere
Yep.
between
You
probably
should have a
like
pretty good idea. Why would you be sprinting so
ninth
frantically?
and 6th.
Shock Dart not quite at his feet, so only finds
As far as
tiny
power
bit of damage,
ranking.
but with just a stinger, there's not much more that he can do but die.
Dude, Gen.G's Haven looks fucking
that's
terrible.
It's the different times.
They look
Right now, they're
really
it's
shit on
either-
this map
It
now.
almost feels like Gen.G says, well, if we don't fight them in A main, I don't know how we keep control of the toxic screen.
It's so weird because like they have the same coaching staff and half of the same team, and they just look like they have no idea what they're doing on this
Forcing their
map
hand
now.
quite a bit, and just when they're trying something different, Klaus is ready for it, and also look at C main. LP's already pushed out and cleared it entirely.
Right into the garage again. Jump peek there from
Like,
Carolina.
what are they doing?
Spot out onto Zexy. As Neural Theft gets a reveal drone as well, getting a further spot out onto the Viper.
I'm telling you, like I've talked to several teams now. I helped out one of the GC teams in their prep for champs. I've coached and consulted with a couple of like other teams, and all these teams that are running the Gen.G comp on this map, the first thing I tell them is, if you don't have an aggressive Viper player, do not run this comp. If you don't have execs, do not run this comp, because you have to have execs. If you don't have execs to mix up how you're playing this comp, it is terrible. And the fact that I've seen 11 rounds now without a direct C or A hit just shows me that they have absolutely no idea how to play this comp, which is crazy because it's their comp. So that just means that it was literally Munchkin. Munchkin was responsible for this comp being good, because there's no shot that they can have the same coaching staff, 3 of the same players, and run the same comp and look this bad.
Gen.G.
I mean, Gen.G's trapped. They're trapped in mid. They saw the drone come out of A main. They have zero information.
SLT
on
versus
C-Long,
Nongshim, who's on top?
and you've been shut
Nongshim,
down
I
in
think.
garage. You use the drone early to re-clear. You just otherwise you might as well just be getting taken out.
I'm pretty high on Nongshim, honestly. I think they're a good team.
The drone will go through. Spot onto the enemy Silva. That's about all it's going to manage to see, though. Just push in. Karan wanting to try to.
I mean, Gen.G's literally just walking around, like, giving
there,
picks.
still
I don't
patient.
understand what they're doing.
Seconds left.
Still shooting back.
Oh, and look at this. Klaus just flush up against the corner.
I mean, he's just been sad.
And yeah, exactly. T1 is now running the same comp, and they look insane on this map. I wonder why. I wonder why.
On Haven.
Dude, I mean, they look lost. This is so weird. They didn't look good on this the last time they played it either.
Here from SLT, sending LP forward. Got the gate crash back over inside of the A site. Gonna see if he catches anybody trying to re-explore this garage position, because it's 2 rounds in a row previously that Gen.G was going for it, and they're looking like they're gonna try it again. As Lakia up and over top of box, able to find one.
Oh!
He gets a shutdown on LP as well. Klaus now try to hold the site, finds the first, finds the second, looks for the third. Ash has managed to intercept. Hunter's Fury getting a ping, trying to go for the prediction, but actually gets a tag as well into the kill on
Nice
Karan.
ult. Zuna has been very impressive
That
to me.
lockdown is not going to be seen, not in this half. Never a chance to use it. It's Ash, the smoke falling. And so too shall he. Thrown over the top, getting the spot. Zink's able to find the first. Just jumping
Nice try.
frantically, but it's
All right, 9-3.
Alive.
Dominant.
They can do whatever.
If I could pick one team to coach in each region, which team would I pick? Yeah, it straight up is just the Munchkin comp. Best Korean player? It's tough.
Honestly, you know who has
That's
been
a
alive
tough
was
one.
Klaus throughout this entire tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean, that pistol was absolutely insane from him. And he's just been keeping in with that performance. As Hash trying to get a catch here onto LP, takes him low, can't take him
The
down.
best
Texture, no
overall
trying to
Korean
get
player
on
is
to
probably...
the enemy Yoru, but Sexy comes up with 2.
Dude, I don't know. It's probably like
And all of a sudden, it's
Hyunmin or
Lakia still making
Mako.
his way through the spawn to try to pull off a 1v3. Only
But it's very hard to say one is the best because there's a lot of very good Korean players.
Cinder low on health.
Yeah, the chances aren't looking good.
Shock
Okay.
dart.
Oh, huge shock from Lakia.
Finds one. He's got another shock as well.
Big damage.
Yeah, but the time ticking away.
Double face the garage, and Zuna instant with that.
Better than we predict before of the ease with some of those shock also doing so much damage, just given what we know about Lakia and his expertise with some of those utility.
Well, both players exchanging a bit of damage here on the wall bang. Texture taking the brunt of it though. As well.
To answer your question, Andre, like, I don't want to just like coach somebody else's team. I want to build my own team. So I don't really have an answer to that question. I think obviously it'd be fun to coach a team like.
He'll actually eventually be texture into peeking him on the challenge.
Still pushing because
honestly, I think it'd be fun to coach T1 this year. I think T1's team looks fucking incredible. Alright. They lose pistol, they lose their eco.
Absolutely
First gun round, we've got an attack Odin and attack Bucky.
As well.
And Texture just immediately has to pull away.
Trying to fight back, trusting the Phantom to not give away his position, but Zexy just says, well, who's there on the other side? And Ash has to pay for it.
That is just downright unfortunate.
No smokes.
No, the orb smokes either.
Unable to find one. Jiggle in the corner. Lakia spotting out the rest.
Kind of surprised that they're going into A. Like, Viper is the only smokes alive, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Lakia runs him down on the site. LP's got Charon. And oh, put a fork in it. This is over.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I don't see how it could go really any other way.
Again,
I feel like I'm just like blown away at how poorly Gen.G is playing this map now.
Destroyed by T1 with on Haven back at Masters Bangkok, and we were all like, "Well, that was a stupid composition."
We did say that. Everybody did.
And they're making it look goated.
Yeah. I mean, all it takes is for all of you to be even crazier. Okay, how does he do that? It's supposed to be nerfed.
He only took a tiny bit of damage. Up and over the top
Oh
goes
my
Zexy.
God.
Will fall, hits the ground. The pike claims him.
They're getting destroyed.
Able to find three, desperately fighting to give Karen some hope, some opportunity.
What is T1's weakness this season and how to exploit it? Make them tilt. The only reason T1 will lose maps is if Munchkin and Stacks and Buzz are tilted. Alright, well, Gen.G is no longer the goated Haven team, I guess.
RRX or RRQ.
We shouldn't be scared to.
Alright, Abyss. Got another veto. So far, we haven't seen any good veto stuff from these teams.
Lose to these guys. We shouldn't be scared to die to them. And then, as no one responds, he just goes, "Fine, I'll show you. I'll show you how to do it." So, you know what? Expect some crazy confidence coming out of Texture in this game 3.
Keep our eyes peeled for that. SLT just looking so damn good from the end of that Pearl through all of Haven. If that's going to continue, then, well, you might have some reasons to be afraid of losing to these guys. If you're
the way that Zexy plays Jet is probably the only way that you can play the agent now to like get consistent value, which is that you just have to play like an absolute lunatic and just be super fearless of making very crazy dumb plays.
Mentioned now on the B side with Gen.G.
Ah, interesting pistol. Okay, so Gen.G puts the interceptor here as a fake. This is going to sort of like, because you're going to come up to here to maybe get ready to exit, and you're going to hear the interceptor and think, "Ooh, they might be stacked here." You got to be careful about going in A, but then they're actually stacked at B. Kind of a cool idea.
So far, as long as SLT doesn't think too much about this, it should.
But maybe SLT doesn't care.
Use the paranoia just to be sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely empty.
Interceptor.
Noise heard. Checks for the TP across.
The play might work against a team that actually thinks, but against SLT, who is just going to run at you, maybe not the best time to call a fake.
But it's going to be an early spike plant here for the side of SLT, not really wasting any time, just 30 seconds into the round.
Putting that door to make it look like you might wrap around through mid, putting that pressure. He's actually considering committing to it on Zexy.
He's going for it. Cinder holding his own for one. Looks for a little bit more, but Ash will be able to take him down. But Zexy now arriving on the flank, and Texture is going to be the taken out as he's just got them all in a hallway. He's just here.
Bragging out, man.
One of the Korean casters, Dongjin, was just saying, from now on, I'm going to play Valorant like Zexy. And honestly, we could all learn from that because the confidence is making a world of a difference.
Yeah, just fight them. As well, Texture!
Oh, wow!
Okay, maybe he's showing him after all.
All right,
Pep
talk in action.
And Mr. 3K with the sheriff of all things, fishing for a little bit more, but shots end up going wide, not connecting
That
on
was
the LP.
clean from Texture.
Vandals are recovered. So they've got the key weaponry here, but what are you meant to do now? You have to be suspecting that there is a push coming in from behind us. Well, you could just do that, I
Whoa,
suppose.
what is happening in this game?
Zuna able to find two. LP gets Zinks. And now it's a 2v2 with Ash still
2v2,
so very far
guns
away.
down. Actually, they have both of the Vandals that came
Starting
into
to
the
make his
round
way
with.
into mid. Texture.
Oh
finds the
my
fort.
god.
Mr. 4K activated, but can he find an ace? Teleports back. Smoke dissipating.
Oh,
Takes him a little bit lower.
oh, one
He knows
bullet.
he's shot.
Oh, Texture!
He runs out of ammo, but it's actually surprisingly and shockingly no reaction from him at all.
He's focused on the round win for now.
I mean, he's done so well
It is
to set this up for Ash. He's just trying to hand it to him. The time ticking.
Oh
And
my
Zuna
god.
clutching.
Oh my.
Damn, I thought they
That
for sure were
could
going to win that one.
Already be back-breaking.
It really could be. And you were joking about no reaction after missing out on the ace, but I looked down after Ash wasn't able to secure the kill, and immediately Texture just turning his head, you know, not yelling at him, but just talking with his team in a pretty serious manner. And I think he really wants to take this opportunity to teach them what it takes to have that confidence to overcome some of the hardships. That's one of the things that Gen.G used to be great at, turning the tables.
Yeah, Texture was definitely mad. He was
Now we
definitely
go
mad
into the
there.
bonus. Obviously, Texture weakening the firepower here with all of the kills he was able to find. He's going to be playing his close left side. There's the gate crash, but for now, it's just looking to stay still. Thought maybe he'd go for the jump peek around the back, but leaves him to it for the moment.
Now, Texture should have heard the gate crash being activated, since now you can hear it on both ends. We're not quite sure if it was a fake or not. The drone does clear a decent amount of space, though, and that caused it to rotate.
We're starting
Yeah.
to do the pivot now.
The regen armor
Sure,
definitely
his
played a
gate
role there.
crash had been taken away, or had expired, rather. Ash able to find Zexy as he teleports into the back of sight. So, opening kill, going the way of Gen.G. Karan jumping across. Wanting to swing this coast side angle. But Cinder, a nice shot, does manage to shut down the enemy veto. Peek in, and Ash now eliminated. Minor damage dealt there by Zinks. The plan
30
can be
seconds
committed
left.
to. LP wanting
Spike
to
planted.
find a little bit more here. It's a 3v3. And any more kills for SLT will be good damage, even if they don't get the bonus converted.
But they have the Hunter's Fury. Things are looking very likely for them to secure the round if they can just stay alive on site for just a bit longer.
Zink should have gotten the spot there on the one, but instead,
One
the
enemy
being taken
remaining.
down, but Zuna out into the opens. The Hunter's
Very
Fury
good
not gonna
patience
get
from
back
Gen.G
in the
on this
round. It's gonna
retake.
be Klaus, who will fall to Lakia. The defuse
Nicely
now
done.
handed over to Tex-G.
Here, see the veterans for out the rest of the roster.
Okay, we've got 2 retake ults for Gen.G. We've got Hunter's Fury for Zuna. 2 off of the Yoru ult themselves. And, okay. This is one thing that I do like about how they're using the veto. They're spreading the util. So we've got the trip at A. He's playing in middle aggressively with the other 2 potentially aggressive players. And then this teleport is going to reach like about here, I think. Something like that as far as the range goes. So This one is a little bit weird. I'm not totally sure how he's going to get to this teleport. I don't think it reaches this far, does it? Maybe you can take it from like right here, potentially. Actually, hold on. I'm going to remake this in Valplant. Okay. So this defense, you have one veto crosscut here. Yeah, okay, so you can't... I don't totally understand this. He has one crosscut here. He's got this here. I like splitting up your trip from the rest of your stuff. But I feel like this needs to be... What, like this maybe? Because then you can walk down and then you can teleport across to be fast rotate. Not entirely sure.
See if SLT can shut down that momentum anytime soon.
Am I keeping up with the Sen offseason at all? I looked at the scores. I didn't watch really any of the games.
Looking like it's going to be a very fast and concise hit now onto A. Lakia getting a bit of damage. She just gets spammed out of the smoke. Texture now frantically backpedaling. Does manage to get out safely, but Spike is planted to do nothing to dissuade that.
And the Gen.G.
Yeah, so we can see. I don't totally understand what the point of this one is. Doesn't really seem to make any sense.
Had a lot of space in mid, but they're not going to be able to commit to it.
Silent drop back down the rope. Out into the open though is Cinder. Karan able to find a kill, gets himself
Oh, the
on
swing.
board.
What's happening?
Wide
Oh my
swing
god, the
out,
wide
eventually
swing. Dude, the swing from Zinx is
drop back
ridiculous.
down the rope. Out into the open though is Cinder. Karan
The swing timing here is super weird.
able to
And then he
find
goes for a jump peek after his team is already
kill,
swung
gets
out.
himself onto the
And
board.
then he
Zinx
super wide
swinging out,
swings.
eventually stops. Does take down Zexy. Klaus trying to hold his own, but Zinx dashes
The
up and over the
movement's
top.
nuts.
Taps now coming
Ooh.
through the Hunter's Fury, still
Nice
not being
ult.
committed to now. Does get sent. Quick little refract back. Ash able to find one. Ash taken
Take
down.
it.
Hunter's Fury final
Oh!
pulse. Gets rid of
boy.
Texture. And Suna
Ooh,
does
that
it again.
that was like
Another
new
Google
team
Play
vibes
clutch.
in terms of the bad coordination by Gen.G.
Sky! I mean, one of the brightest prospects for sure. The clutch factor that he has and the smarts, just the
Yeah,
game
Zin
sense, all
has
the
been
instinct,
incredible,
it all
though.
comes together. I mean, Zinx did a hell of a job here. Talk about needing confidence. He was really following suit earlier. He gets a kill on someone else, and he still knows. Wait, hold on. I know I saw the Euro tapping that earlier.
And his score is 9-1-1.
Yeah, I feel like the synergy is
Something that
definitely off for
Gen.G should
Gen.G.
take into consideration.
For sure.
It's an emergency for sure.
I'm kind of chalking a lot of that up
Go
to being
on
so
round
many
5.
changes and stuff like that, but
On the board.
it definitely doesn't look super good.
I assume they're trying to bank money on Zinx to try to get an operator in play, but that's not the case, and I don't see why you wouldn't put up a sheriff here for Texture.
Isn't Zuna? Oh yeah, jail. I'm pretty sure that
I mean,
Unz-
for now, it's just gonna be kind of
Unzm
falling though either
LP
way. Now, this
LP is
unfortunate
the
because it's
IGL.
the second round in a row that Gen.G's tried to push out far down mid, and yet they haven't found value either way. Last round they had to give up on it. This round they get taken out.
Nice shot.
Okay, well, Zinx still looking good.
Okay,
Finds a
full
quick little
rotate.
tap that can be a weapon,
Fast
recovers
swing
the
by
drone,
SLT
goes
back to the
ejects.
B site. Ash on an
Coast is
island.
clear. Texture can now continue to commit to
Again,
this rotation.
nobody
Trying to
using
get
the
over to
anchoring
B,
star
where it's just
on
gonna
top
be
of
him and Ash.
B site for some reason.
Six in hand to try to be the difference makers.
30
Dash
seconds
up and
left.
over that wire, but it is going to be heard.
LP's well aware of it.
I still peek out as obviously Spike gonna just go right back up onto the platform.
Shot down.
And Suna gets the call from LP. Watch
I'm
out
as
for the
low.
flank. Zinx not finding any value.
10 seconds left.
And
Time's
just
up.
stick to this one.
Uh-oh.
but Lockett,
Yeah,
he's got the cover.
SLT is kind of trolling this.
They have to commit to this.
Oh!
So Ash is gonna be the hero. Scoops up the weapon. LP will be able to shut him down.
They
The
were
round goes the way of Gen.G.
very
Thrifty
late to
fashion
commit
as
to that.
Lakia
The end shot. It should have been.
That's just like a total gifted round to Gen.G.
Now smiling.
The energy back for the moment.
Yeah, happy with how his teammates are playing.
We've seen how quickly, though, that can turn. Down to a thrifty attempt.
Did T1 pay Munchkin's buyout, or did Gen.G let him go? I think Gen.G let him go. I'm pretty sure his contract expired.
Attempt of their own here, SLT. Face forward into mid, and Zing's down to 5 health. Barely survives.
Had to use his dashes out as two to just get safety. Karon.
Nice shot by Karon.
Gets that pick off on Cinder. No further push from SLT. Ruins a little bit of that space that they've taken. LP just have to make a little bit of noise. I don't think it was quite heard up in heaven, but Ash still finds a teammate.
Where there's one, there's typically more.
Yeah, but do they expect LP, who's crept all the way around?
LP is deep on site.
I mean, Klaus kind of serving as the bait.
Yeah, do they expect him? They definitely don't know he's this close.
Take advantage of the surprise factor he has. He's just going to keep sacrificing teammates back and forth.
Starting to try to go for that swing now, but
the timing is just not there. That's unfortunate.
It's a bit chaotic. They tie it up.
He would actually survive. No, 3.
So I'm gonna assume that there was a bit of difference of opinion and how the team was gonna move forward. I'm just okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I've heard some stuff about the internals of the team, but I don't really want to talk about it because I don't know if it's true or not.
And look at this. It might be a set play to push back out.
Virgin path, Sam Zing's just dashing forward, catches one. Zuna going to be taken down. Sees another.
Nice little trap play, catches one. Ooh, wow, wait. Okay, so this is an anti-Yoru ult.
Zuna going to be taken down. Sees another, but we'll just back away. Zexy on the exit does get rid of Zinx. So, a 2 for 1.
Yeah, not terrible, especially considering you took out both the Yoru and the Sova, two people who really help the attacking team get onto the site. And the drone to re-clear as well, so confirmation that you can start to rotate over to B. Most likely only going to leave Locky on the A site for safety.
So Munchkin, I believe, has to go to military next year, like for sure. I don't actually know, like, but he's getting to that point where he like has to go do it based off of his age. So I think he was maybe gonna go after last year, but then he wanted to play at least one more year, so he's delayed it one more time. I don't know if he's gonna be able to delay it again. I don't have any idea like how the Korean law works, but I think that's why he's always kind of been on like a short-term contract with Gen.G, and I would assume on T1 it's probably like a 1-year contract as well, just because I think there's always the chance that like he's not going to be able to defer again, and so he just like has to go and can't play anymore.
Saturate doesn't hit anybody. Oh, but the ult surely will. Keeps Ash tied up, but not Karon. He's free to move about.
Only connects onto Ash. Will be expiring though. That now does go away. Cinder, however, able to find the kill. Hunter's Fury from Lockyer.
I still don't really understand why.
Gets the read.
Nice prediction by
Knows
Lockyer.
exactly where he's gonna be. Texture exits back into heaven. Klaus now.
I'm kind of confused. I think maybe the veto players are just like not really. They don't really.
That's why we see.
They're not super used to using their ult yet, because I feel like there's basically no reason not to just use your ult. Like as soon as you have it, just use it at the beginning of the round. Like it's an insanely powerful ult. I guess maybe you could save it if you're against some like super exec team, and you want to make sure that you can use it against, let's say, like a Brimstone Killjoy Teo, like triple ult exec. Maybe you could save it at that point, but I feel like you should just be using your ult as soon as you get it.
So you know what? Just to watch this one match.
Yeah. Stay in school.
Yes. a good idea.
But also maybe take a day off, you know.
Every now and then have a little fun.
Oof.
Well, Zinx, quick turn of the flash. Able to go ahead and resteady the aim.
He delayed it to the end of next year, and
Zinx
Gen.G's
did
building for the
off the
future.
rip
Yeah,
is
I mean that's
making
sort of
jiggle peek
what
here
I'm
in
thinking
mid,
as well.
drone.
Is that like they could have, you know, maybe kept him for one more year, but it makes sense to just kind of like try and go into the next era with the team at this point.
Looking forwards, able to spot out Zuna.
And that does make things a little bit awkward for SLT. Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, even whether it's the Cypher or not, Texture's now wary of people looking at mid.
Yeah, I will say with SLT, they either look really good when all their players are just wandering around taking duels, or they look really bad when they're just losing all the duels and getting picked off constantly.
I think you might have even been talking like to Cinder,
It might have
telling
been.
him like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
come on,
Yeah,
peek,
it might have been.
come out. As that's gonna be Cloud. Oh, and hold him too.
As he already comes in. Part that SLT just hasn't really explored. And you brought out a Cypher, despite the nerfs, it's gotta be
Ooh.
worth something.
Well, you're talking about it. They're doing it.
Yeah, not with the Cypher, but with the whole team.
We got 4 players. And his Texture picking out a couple shots, so they know exactly where he's at, and they also managed to find Zinx. Texture sending it, finding a kill.
Okay, I like this round from SLT, getting aggressive in middle.
And his gate crash is also towards the A
A
side.
little bit
Ash, the peek in, able to find one, but
disconnected.
LP
The
getting
timing.
The spot. Star set up, right back out
Ash
of
seems aware. Wow, good awareness from
Four.
Ash.
Quick to react, is able to find the one, but cannot get the kill onto Cinder. So, a 2v2. Plans by Zuna, has that Hunter's Fury.
Locky is here pretty
Once
early.
again,
Does he
but-
dodge the drone? Yep. So they don't know he's going to be here.
Strong
Oh,
position to use it. Lockyer going to be
does
spotted.
get caught now.
He sends out his own recon and Texture. He's planting his feet, able to find it.
Did I know
now,
that Poppy's
try to
looking
get
for
the
team
clutch.
now? Yeah, I saw that GE had released him.
Here at tower, Zuna tucked into the corner.
Portal closed.
I feel like SLT is going to be one of those teams where like
Oh.
Here.
they kind of need to have the same sort of thing that Paper X and Nongshim had, which is like if they can learn to play more disciplined at times and default at times and like just turn their aggression down at times, not like get rid of it, not change their playstyle, but like learn the limits of when they need to chill out, I think they can be a dangerous team. But I think right now they just look like a very raw, sort of like very skilled team, but also very, I think in tier 1 they will be very inconsistent.
Impressed by the third clutch of Zuna today. Just racking him up as he did at Ascension. And now it's a fast.
Okay. What the fuck is this interceptor? Is this must be to break like a Sova dart over here or something like that. Because look at the range. It doesn't kill anything. Like most teams are execing this way, so this interceptor is hitting 0 utility unless they're darting over the top like this. That's got to be what it's for.
So a little bit of a switcheroo. You put pressure on mid in the previous round and go back to Old Faithful, but Ash was there to defend for just a brief moment.
Yeah, just the one kill, can't find more than that, but stylish in its presentation. But Control and the plant now in here for SLT.
Yeah, and they do finally have LP. Oh, I thought he was going to push all the way up mid. No, he's going to rejoin the team. Cinder goes down. He doesn't think he'll have enough time.
I think he's going to have to rejoin his Hunter's Fury. It's just going to be opened up with wait for the tap, but still is going to be able to find Charon. Can't cross cut out of there fast enough for Texture. Bounding around onto the angle, has the up.
Bam.
Peeks the opposite side. Takes down Zuna as well. One up.
Pressure.
Also, another thing about the SLT comp on this map is I feel like their post plants are pretty bad. Like, they kind of have to just keep fighting, and they don't have a lot of utility to do that once they actually hit a site. So I feel like playing retake against them is probably not that bad.
Yeah, everybody's reminded now.
As long as you get some utility out of them
for Klaus.
before they hit the site.
Eco attempt, and Ash continues to be relatively indomitable here on this B site. Gravwell set up on the entrance. Ash re-peeking, finding. The Cinder does fall. That should be the door slammed shut in their faces. As Nebula drops, and yep, he'll find
How does the
third.
triangle work? I mean,
Down to
a lot of it
13
just has to
HP.
do with playstyle, man.
One for an ace.
There.
Swing coming through. Zinx will go ahead and take away that possibility, finding himself an elimination. Looking to maybe play bait. Oh, he doesn't even need it.
Wow.
Google play flawless
Like,
of
if
their
RRQ
own.
always
Ash
beats Gen.G, I think it's kind of
continuing
because my theory for this would be Gen.G is very like kind of formulaic with how they do things. They have like specific things, at least previously with Munchkin. They have like specific patterns that they really like that have good value and good thought behind them. But if you do that too much and you're playing against a team that has good ante, which RRQ had very good ante, and they're very good at sort of like reading teams and preparing for them, then RRQ would be very good against the Gen.G playstyle, right? RRQ, they're good at ante, so they beat Gen.G by anteing them. Gen.G has very good, like I said, patterns and structure, which Paper X is a team that wins by breaking down team structure by playing crazy. And so they Gen.G is able to like keep their structure and their play style intact, which then kind of like counters how Paper X plays. But then Paper X's like hyper aggression and ability to be random and crazy is making it very hard for RRQ to get reads on them. And also for RRQ, they probably don't have quite as good discipline or structure as Gen.G does. So the cycle actually makes a lot of sense. Structure beats crazy, crazy beats prep, prep beats structure, right?
Frag for Gen.G.
Yeah, I really think Ash just took that to heart. All the pep talk that Texture was giving it, especially after kind of missing out on that clutch in the pistol. Now just saying, you know what, you're right. I don't have to be scared of these guys. I don't have to lose these duels. Takes the fights confidently one by one.
Honestly, that was sort of bars. I want to clip
rack
that.
up one more
Put
point
that
in
as
the
a
first
YouTube
half.
short.
They won't have credits to buy armor
Okay,
for everybody.
hold up. Maybe there is hope for this Gen.G team. Ash, 18-9, just anchoring on site. Maybe he should be their sentinel player for the most part. Also, Karen's veto, not hitting. All
Won't
good.
have credits to buy armor for everybody.
They're going for the same waylay trap. Will it work twice?
Same setup here with the convergence pass, but this time it's going to be a much quicker hit. We've got multiple people swinging. Texture gets picked
Too
off.
aggressive.
That forces Gen to just reconsider.
Pumping the brakes from there. Now Spike still committed on this side, but mid is completely open up. See Zinx starting to try to pay attention to that side of the map as Karan.
They're afraid. That's actually kind of interesting. Once you see a veto is ulted in the main, I mean, you can't util him. Your only option is just to like 1, 2, 3 double or triple swing and just hope that you kill him before he kills multiple people.
Out of the map is Karan. Playing some speed, staying still, and Dexy trusting in Klaus after seeing the jiggle peak. So two-player advantage now here for the side of SLT, and Cinder in around the back intercepts Lakia. A very nice play, and a lot of this is going to come down to Ash once again. Here's the footsteps. Fadeaway shot onto the first, but just cannot look up fast enough to be able to try to find LP. So now down to Karan, who's about to have. Oh my God!
What the hell?
I was gonna say a
All
bad.
right, 7-5. Honestly, not too bad for SLT considering that it kind of looked like Gen.G was owning them. But also, it is Abyss. You only got 5 on your attack. Probably not good. Now you're playing defense with Waylay, Yoru, Cypher.
Was using it, and
Yeah,
most
this
of the
is going to be
audience
tough for
is
SLT to
young.
win, I think.
Take the school.
That's true.
Right out, highlighters.
Yeah, highlighters, yep.
Different pens, pencils.
Little 2-2-1 for Gen.G.
Composite
Your
areas.
4-person stack A
erasers,
for
yeah,
SLT
notebooks.
with the cam for info B. Cypher holding middle.
Oh,
Now what are they gonna do? Just let the Yoru kind of take and hold? Wow, they just fully give A. Okay, they're just gonna stack B then.
Shots out,
You know
but
what? I don't
the
mind
rotation
it.
coming through, and Karan's only going to be able to find the one kill. Zinx needing to back away with that refract. Swings in though. Cinder is not ready for the re-aggression. Does end up getting eliminated.
And during all of that, Gen.G has pushed all the way through.
Sexy at heaven. LP around the corner, but Zinx snappy to lock on with a headshot. This texture.
Whoa!
Yeah, understandable.
Okay.
Nice shot.
And suddenly, they're in pole position to try to take this pistol away. After such a strong start for Gen.G, gravity well expended, but Ash continues, and Zinx is
Okay,
unexpected.
nice round from Zinx.
Gen.G
Good
find their
post
second
plant
pistol
from
of the
Gen.G.
series.
More step by step each time. He really kind of works out. You know, you just have to hold an area. But now he's getting more and more proactive each time. Who knows how simple they're keeping the calls for him, but he's doing his.
Kind of the same round for
very
SLT,
well.
just running it back. Aggressive cam this time at B.
Buy, 3-man buy, but it includes a Vandal in the hands of Zinx. So we're just praising how much he's doing for the team.
Good timing with the recon and the
A
pullback.
bit more aggressive. They can afford to lose 2 of those sheriffs. They still wouldn't be far off. Sexy with a nice jump peek with
Yeah,
the TP.
jump peek, okay.
Trisacked off of
Good
it.
shot
but
from Texture.
Gen.G's lined up.
I'm not sure if he only saw texture, maybe didn't
Maybe.
have the angle to be able to spot out Zinx and the rest. Either way, does end up paying the iron price.
What do you get? You got the Sheriff? Okay.
It's coming down. It's just going to be the full cluster together here for Gen.G.
Yep. Get the pick.
Aside from Ash,
Entry
who's
the
gonna be
site with a
back,
drone.
watching for any
Go
cheeky
together.
Yeah, there's just no need to really separate the forces here.
I don't think they need to be doing that necessarily.
He's gone too far forward, but his team, did they ever check Cinder? Well, they're wary of it.
No, yeah, they have actually
Good clear by
read it.
Gen.G. Very nice.
Does end up getting traded though, but
Very
pushing
nice
back,
round from
double
Gen.G.
dash. It's an exit
Like
from
perfectly good
Klaus.
scaling together.
Texture's able to find him. In the end, final shot comes in from Karan. We'll just be
Look at 2 years.
close to. This is Gen.G. Close to being their scariest. And now you have such a strong bonus here.
Well,
Sexy, however,
Yeah.
chips away at it. Good kill. Karan going to be taken down in mid.
Yeah, since it's a Yoru, you're not quite sure how quickly he would have repositioned and where. Now we know that he hasn't really moved. He's still holding on to mid.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, nice little check by Klaus.
Hot peek out of the smoke.
Without having to
You're gonna
use
make
their
noise Before you
drone,
come out of the smoke,
they just
begging for
basically
that
use
instant shot to
the
come through,
waylay
but
as a drone.
not
Kinda
quite
cool.
Fast enough for it.
Now Zexy knows he's been watching this door, and because there's no extra movement off of it, he knows that it's mostly just a fake. The shock dart will keep him tied up, though. It comes from the stairs. So Zexy's wondering, okay, what exactly are you guys planning? There's so much, movement happening on the other side of mid. At some point, Zuna surely just turns around and helps on site, as you can trust Sexy to watch your back. There you go. There's the rotations happening step by step.
Ash is coming through, but Zuna ready and waiting. Klaus able to find texture. Lock it down below half health.
Yeah.
Silently trying to creep away.
Not much happening in this round from Gen.G.
Doesn't
The
have an
insta
open
pick
B side.
early,
Yeah,
no
start
pressure
B.
towards B. They don't even break the Cypher cam. Like, I feel like this is a pretty terrible round from Gen.G. Just like macro wise, they didn't do anything. They just wandered around in this area of the map for a minute and a half and then tried to hit the site. Throw that one away.
The 20 bomb. See if we can extend that a bit, as now Gen.G coming back with their own buys. Matching all the rifles.
Very light setup though. Here on B, just the camera and then a deeper trip in case they want to try to push a little bit further off the site, but Gen.G just scoping things out, now going for the plant. There's the trip spotted.
Okay, so
Well,
Gen.G
not-
like the
Try to go for
the
that
hell
hit.
plant.
Now, clear
Gen.G
now.
like the hell plant to play
Drone
post
Zuna.
here for the
Check around,
Astra.
gets a spot onto Ash.
Oh,
He's able to pull.
This is a good adjustment from Pretty instant adjustment from SLT. They've seen them play post here once already, so that they're already adjusting. Okay, we need to go kill this Astra. But how long can they spend trying to do this? And how good does Ash play this?
Look at the cause of distraction.
Yeah.
More time that he can buy, and
honestly,
more eyes
really well played by Ash.
Shifts over in this direction, the better it is for the rest
Yeah,
of the team.
super
And now
well played
they
by Ash.
absolutely still need to be concerned about him.
Yeah, they're trying to just pretend that they can forget about him and move on to the site, but that just means that he has more time to come back and help.
Lakia, however, not turning from the flash. Karon close on the angle. Comes up with the kill. The shorty not going to be able to do much of anything there. It will just be the swing.
Yeah,
in,
I mean,
but
Ash literally just won
try
him
to
around
exit
by playing like that.
as Zexy falls to his grave.
Yeah.
And looking for the kill there.
Exactly.
That was nice by
Off the
Ash.
map. Now Gen.G feeling confident. No op to cover the B side. We can hit
All right,
it
they're
once
going to go B
again.
again. Yeah, I mean,
Anchored by that Cypher.
their A stuff has
They
been
know exactly
not
how much
super
weaker it's
successful.
gotten and
Just keep
anchoring
going B.
itself.
SLT keeps putting the Cypher on an island. Just hit the B site.
We're immediately destroyed.
You know, once again, this light work setup. Zexy quickly pushing forward into that connector position. Able to find
So I think
one,
if
but
APAC wants the chance at a
not getting
trophy
any
this
easier
year,
here for
Munchkin has to
SLT.
be there. No,
Two
I mean,
players
I think
down.
there's a few pretty good teams
Able to find
in
Karon.
APAC.
As drone
But
going to be
I
cleared
definitely
to
think
Fixer's
that
position for the
T1 has a pretty
moment.
good shot to
Okay, was
be
disguised
incredibly
now
good this year.
known, as he is just swinging around the back and is able to find a third. Let's see if he ends up being Mr. 4K, and he shall. Surviving with 3 HP, Gen.G.
Texture. Honestly, I'm really glad that Texture's playing Yoru. I think that this agent fits him a lot. I think Yoru is best played by players who are not like the super aggressive, just send it in dive players, but they're players who are a little bit more calculated, definitely like to op a lot. I think this agent fits him like perfectly.
And especially when you're getting overwhelmed by these duelists, the double duelists, you really don't have any options unless you hit that first shot. There it is. There's the texture we know. Set up, but this right looking at as we have the site.
So I think since Poppy's LFT, GE will get somebody else. Yeah, probably.
Texture with a drop down.
Do I know how reporters like 10 and others get super early info about rosters? Yeah, I mean, they just ask people. They DM them on Twitter. They're in Discords with the owners of teams and stuff like that, and they just ask them.
Everyone vulnerable to that outlaw in his hands. As he's swinging around, finds the shot.
Nice pick by Texture. Love the attack outlaw.
Can be recovered,
Big fan of the attack outlaw on the Yoru.
Here.
Super strong in this map.
Transit as the rotations are going to have to come through soon, it would seem, unless Gen.G gets scared off this B site.
Yeah, Gen.G.
I mean, one thing you have to understand is Tenmei is literally in the Discord with the GE owner.
Still guarding that weapon as well, using
if he's ever talking about stuff, he's going to get
Texture's
leaked there.
Refract there on the corner, refract here, back to safety.
And also, yeah, he just he just DMs people.
The damage dealt by the shorty. The cleanup coming through.
All right.
Cinder, the last one
Gen.G
standing.
decided, all right, we're just going to go B for the rest of the game.
Looking
and it's
for
been
that
working.
Third and, oh, I can already hear him screaming.
Another year of Texture. It's part of the...
Gonna have to pull our EVS team to the side and have a conversation later. 4 ultimates, so trying to bring this to an end for Gen.G. Klaus looking for a crunch, but there is no one home. That was a 4-player investment towards the B site. Yes, there's a gate crash. So
Okay, after losing, what, 4 rounds in a row, Gen.G makes the call. Hey, they're probably going to try and stop us from going B this round, and they just 5-hit A.
Sexy nearby enough, but
very simple, very easy IGLing.
This site is devoid of life.
Now, one of the problems is that if you're SLT, you would have hoped that they use the conversion pass to get in, but they save it.
Goes first. Karon playing into the back of site, able to find 2 kills before getting traded out. Texture dead over the top as Klaus does pick up 2 of his own. The flank, however, being watched.
Ash secures the round.
Zinx will just refract back over into main. The rotations already coming through. Klaus sprinting to try to match. Will be able to get there before the spike does. Break of the door. Zexy just trying to cause a bit of a distraction here, but most of the angles
timing
watched for now.
Ooh, good peek by Ash.
Doesn't
Wow, very nicely done.
Zexy now a 1v2. Sprinting Ash waiting, killing.
Very nice.
A
Okay.
3K for him.
Gen.G,
It's 13 to
honestly,
6. Gen.G
not too bad.
out
They look
of sorts
pretty
on
good.
Haven.
They definitely have some stuff to work on for sure. I like Zinx. Ash looked pretty good on that last map on Astra, so I think maybe kind of leaning into having him be like the furthest back, like the lurk kind of guy, instead of having Karen be that guy, I think makes a lot of sense.
With finally the dramatic resurgence that a lot of people have been looking for from the Indonesian team, they delivered this year, lifting their first ever Pacific trophy.
Able to find that back in stage 1. As well as had the chance to defend it, but ultimately fell to the hands of Paper Rex over in Tokyo. But RRQ, always a team to be feared, to be respected.
All right.
I would at least see the fist bump.
Good thing he gets his participation award here.
What happened to Hyunmin, bro?
All right, well,
yeah, rightful. Good thing it wasn't the left hand. The
yeah. No, he's still able to at least see the fist bump. Good to see. So I love that. So take a look at the matchup.
Wait, they're playing with Hyunmin? I kind of don't care about this map. I think we're just gonna skip this one, honestly. If they're playing without Hyunmin, I feel like DRX has like no chance to win this game. Who do they play with anyway? Apex? I don't even know who this is. Is this one of their coaches? Academy player. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. We're just gonna go watch SLT play RRQ. Because I don't want to watch DRX play with no Hyunmin. Who could GE go for it? Dude, I don't know. I'm not on the team, so I just don't care. Like, we'll see what their roster is. Whoever they have is who they have.
To see who
Hyunmin hurt himself playing around. Come on, bro.
back.
You can't hurt your hand. It's your money maker. You can't hurt your hand. Okay. Road. Jemkin Chamber. And yet Neon. Nice. I like this. I like this. This is good. SLT. Zexy Waylay. Klaus Sage. I like the Sage. Okay. I'm excited. I like this. We got some interesting comps. I like both of the comps.
Last there's things you can do attacking side.
Five-player push coming through. Jemkin, 2 shots going to be sent
The
out.
third game is crazy.
All right.
All right.
Half armor
Cool.
here. Doesn't have as many headhunter bullets, but still does manage to find a shot with 1. Drops to the classic. Gets LP as well. 2 kills found. Monette tagged down to 22. Could you at the same time able to hold off Zexy here on the side as Jemkin gets himself a third. Trying to fast track towards that tour de force. Cinder is completely surrounded, finds 1, can't hit a transfer.
Jemkin with 4, already half the way to the operator. Uh-oh. I'll be right back, guys. Okay.
One of those things that we always talk about these 3 match days. It's better to have the break to watch, be able to prepare, make some notes during the other team's games, or is it better to have that built-up momentum? We'll see if it does continue.
It all comes down to how you really work that time, what you're prepared for. And SLT not really prepared for any of those situations, as they just haven't really had to face it in the past.
It's going to be a deep rotate back through the spawn, so Crazy Guy not going to be able to get the spot out here. Prowler not going to go deep enough to catch Cinder. Jemkin, Lone Ranger here on this A side of the map.
Nice shot.
The swing out onto Zexy. Immediately makes his exit.
Gets one, gets
Does have his
out, has
trademark
the
as
Viper
well.
orb to fall back behind.
Now, there's a lot of layers here. The extra smoke's coming out during all of that. The Prowler sent out by Cushy as well in mid to make sure it's no pinch. So now they're safe, holding still the same default, even if it's a little bit of a step back. They have the numbers advantage and, of course, the better firepower.
Cinder sat here quietly, but so too is RRQ. Only a minor pivot. Crazy Guy to swap over onto that side. Otherwise, still 3 players here ready to fight back against the pressure from SLT.
That's going to be one last
Yeah,
burst.
RRQ's in the right spot. Nice counter util from Lynette.
Out the wall as well. They have to push past as the time is starting to dwindle, but so are the bullets.
Really nice util.
But it's okay. Cushy comes up with 2. LP on that lurk in will be able to
consider for space that he doesn't have all this free information. And now with the limited util that you have on the initiators, it's a tough task.
Dash up and over the top here into mid. King reveal onto Manya. Zexy will be able to get the kill and gets out scot-free. Cushy as well.
That was nice.
Lateral damage.
Like 3-layer, 3-layer mid control with the wall, the dash forward, and then a couple people swinging through the Viper wall too.
That is their bonus, just looking for 1 or 2 more kills, and that would already
Pretty
be
hard to fight against.
Happy about.
Cut of the noise now. Turl still lingering there at top mid. And have a bit of a fast pivot here as Crazy Guy sat behind the box. Seemingly no idea. Oh, will get taken down.
No charges.
I mean, Xfero only with a stinger couldn't really constantly scout out that mid without putting himself at risk. He's going to try to go for a long wraparound, which indicates he really just wants the weapon and a couple extra kills, leaving this mid space for Jemkin to cover.
Nobody playing forward there in yard, so it seems like maybe they just get doubled up on the angle. Trying to pick apart some of these exits.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, Xfero full armor and a Vandal. You're happy to carry that over. So Jemkin just going to hold the angle with him. Eventually, I'm sure he'll walk into spike range. No tags there, but SLT not take... Oh, yes, they are. They're going to take chances.
Jemkin would be more than happy to get a kill and a death here, but well, they face forward, maybe thinking it was only going to be Cinder around the corner. So Xfero likely trying to play just to get that ult charge, but they bite off a little bit more than they can chew, but ultimately not too bad. Still just a bonus here for them, so not going to be getting too stressed about dropping the round.
Yeah, dropping the round itself, not a big problem. Of course, he's not able to gain as much of an advantage using the there in mid, as we just saw. It's something that a lot of attackers will have to do. And we'll see if RRQ can combat that in the next coming round. For now, yeah, it looks like it's going to be Jemkin.
Let me lock back in here.
To allow him to get aggressive in mid.
Bit of damage. Forces the refract. Sexy losing out on the arm of the paranoia as well.
Nice paranoia.
Forward, so
wow, sidesteps the saturate somehow.
It still does manage to tuck back through the poison orb around the corner and out to safety. Being said though, he is pinned for the moment.
Yeah, nowhere really to go.
Sparrow, quick little spot there on the jiggle peak. Seems like Jemkin just gonna go backing off the angle here. So not that he knows it, but Zexy does have a free exit at the moment, but because of this and because no one's pursuing, he's actually calling for the rotation to come over.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Spike is going through middle though.
but because
By
it's
itself?
been so silent,
Really?
RRQ, they stopped the full rotate. and
Okay,
he's able
passing
to
the
bring
spike.
himself
That's why
back to
I was
A to
confused.
support, despite the
Yeah,
trademark still
Viper late
being
lurk through
alive.
middle, spike coming over.
You don't have dashes to quickly get past this one. Ping's coming down. Crazy guy once again. Rotating over, it's just going to be sending a smoke on the B main. Clear of that trademark now. As
Good smoke timing.
On the Gemkin.
20 seconds to scale into the site. Okay, they're gonna just go
Going to be destroyed.
the yard way.
Taken down. Gemkin able to find the shot. Clear advantage here for the side of RRQ now. It's a good amount of damage on the Cinder, but the heal not yet.
Sage
off
wall
the
reinforces. CT.
Just a little bit of a spray to make sure you keep RRQ at bay while the rest of his team can get into solid positions. I'm ticking away.
Swing in, taking the fight to them. Also able to find one. Cinder healing back. Regen armor coming in. Zexy taking out Cushy as Gemkin. Last one
Nicely
standing
done by
now.
SLT.
Has
And
to
hold on the
hightail it
operator.
away.
Yeah, you want to hunt this if you're SLT. You've got the credits. You want to deny the operator.
Trying to be quick on his heels. Just here around the corner.
Oh boy. Okay.
Tuna will be
At the operator as he looks.
Got him.
You know, the
All
sort of-
right.
Looks like they might have taken
RRQ.
No, they have not.
On and Eco.
Well,
They
it's a
do
consideration
have
because you know
the
that
chamber
sort of
up.
force is available,
They
and
use it
given the
right
economy,
away.
It's going to be popped. On getting a ping onto one. Sparrow quickly having to backpedal and give up the space. Extremely Bolt will be sent to try to delay.
Very. I mean, they used all of their counter util already. If I'm SLT, I'm 100%
RRQ, the main goal was, hey, let's try to pressure this while we have the weapon advantage.
just
Late
freezing the
game
round.
or not, doesn't matter. Now that they've been slowed down
We've
enough, they
got-
say, okay, well maybe we do.
Ooh,
need
we
to
have
rework
no
things
prowlers.
now.
Okay,
You
that's a
gotta
little
imagine
dangerous. We
rotations
do have
will
res
come,
though, so
RRQ
I think we
back
just
up.
go back to A.
Don't wanna get
Like,
caught off
for
guard.
sure the chamber's not beat. We just go back to A and we just run, swing the chamber. We res whoever he opts.
He's
Get the
sticking around
trade.
it a little bit longer, but hearing these gunshots
I
in
don't like
mid,
this.
Sets up a smoke and
They show
it's gonna
middle.
be
They don't
SLT
actually pressure
recapping.
middle at all, and they're just gonna come
Join
back
in
into B
alongside
without
the Viper once
getting
again.
anybody off the line at A. This is not a good macro run by SLT.
Waiting just because of that one smoke in mid, because they have Gemkin so far forward on A. Oh, big ding.
Yeah, Zexy taking low. The jump forward and Xparrow able to hold his own.
Yeah,
Now
I
has the
was
weapon
gonna
in
say,
hand. Moniette gets rid of Zuna.
This
and
is a very
Xparrow
bad round from
just
SLT.
massacred.
They did absolutely
I mean,
nothing
they
that they needed to do
expected
there.
the pocket as well. It's just the
Who is SLT's IGL?
Vandal, not exactly the most
I don't know for
efficient
sure, but
jumping
from
weapon to
what
be
I've heard
diving
the
in
casters
with.
say, I think it's the
A little too
think it's
haphazard from
LP.
SLT, a blunder there
Sentinel
from
player,
LP.
this guy.
Too used to playing with the judge, it seems. Oh man, handing over the Vandal.
Get under cover.
What could have been?
Either way, that is a brutal round loss here for SLT. So we're trying to build up some momentum, and then Moniette able to find Zexy right here in mid. Looks for a
Okay,
little bit more
a
to the
little
middle.
too aggressive from
Klaus
RRQ.
comes up with
I
two.
don't think that they should be trying to push this mid smoke
Well,
to try and
not
take
thrifty.
this
They
fight.
have
This
the
doesn't make a
weaponry.
lot of sense to me.
Still, an insanely good reply round from SLT. Gemkin now spotted. They know where the op is at, and they say, well, we've got numbers on our side. So let's pile into A.
Slow orb to lock him in place as
I
well.
think this
he
was,
cannot get out just as he's about to get.
This is pretty poorly played by RRQ. I don't know why they're pushing through this mid smoke. Like, sure, get through the Viper smoke, but if there's an Omen smoke here as well, like, no chance you should be trying to push this. There's, like, getting this space it's good, but it's not that important. As long as you have people here and here. I don't know. This seems like a pretty bad run from RRQ. So both teams making some pretty big mistakes already.
And now they still do have to solve for, in general, how do we punish Gemkin? How do we make sure that he doesn't always just be able to...
Into the mix.
Yeah,
All right,
maybe your
3-3.
chamber, one shot,
Still
one
haven't used
kill
the
with
res.
operator. Understandable risk.
Both teams have a Nightfall.
And he almost gets a collab.
Oh, the Sage is the guy that dies? Oh, come on. If you have res and you know you're against an op, don't be the first guy to swing.
And he almost gets a collab. I'm shocked that he wasn't able to find that one there. She's holding down M1 with the Odin, looking for an elimination as Nightfall goes across. Next, I believe, maybe only onto just the chamber.
Yeah, seems like it. No trails on this side. The chamber himself eventually just fading out. Now the Nightfall to keep them at bay. Oh, but LP gets past it. Goes for the first shot.
Doesn't finds that kill. Gen.G looking like he's not going to be swinging out any wider than this. Now with this newfound access into mid via yard, they are going to try to rotate because they've seen a ton of pressure on this A side of the map. So they're like, well, it's probably only one guy on B, so let's go there.
Yeah, they're going to avoid the toxic screen as well, give themselves a little more to work with. It is going to be a narrow choke point. Sphero.
He's got a bite, but doesn't throw it.
I mean, they get through onto the B site. RRQ is very passive when it comes to the weak side defense. They're like pretty happy to play retake, it seems. Ooh, the post plant positions though are gross for SLT. They're playing 4 people in this mid choke area with no access to the actual spike. This cannot be right.
He's got the most arduous path ahead of him.
Okay, at least they have one person on the site.
Around that connector, but he's able to find the first.
But I feel like their post plant positions are really bad here.
Starting to get away from them. Cinder with a spot, plays it quietly. Zexy finding one. LP getting crazy guy
It's
in the round.
work.
Gets away from them. Sphero maybe making
I'm
it
kind of
slightly
amazed
more
that
costly,
worked.
but SLT gonna be more than happy to just go ahead and
Their post plant
another
was
4v5 conversion.
bizarre.
They do. It's also
Okay, Gen.G still has the op. 1 rifle, which they're putting on the Viper. 2 players in middle with pistols. Still have that res
when to not have triggered his
for
one.
SLT.
Sending out that
But
bite
the
into
Sage is
Bolton's
on the
critical
opposite side of the
time
map.
for his teammates to get into position, so feels like it maybe should have just been
But
a
why?
send from Xpero to see what he could get. All he had to do was to
I don't really
either
understand
way.
why SLT
Putting
refuses to
contact at A,
run
just
setups with
force
this
back the
res.
rendezvous for Gen.G as he eats a bit of damage. Once again, SLT liking their chances on this B site.
Yeah, the big difference is, as you mentioned, Gen.G now on the rotate. Trying to get here in time, but he's just a tad late. Never mind, Xpero's going to buy him that time by getting the first kill against Zexy.
He'll find the first, but can't get the second. Cinder gets himself a nice headshot to take out Moniette. Cushy arriving
Nice shot
now.
from Cushy. Gen.G gets in with an op.
Class going to be taken down by Gen.G.
Again, another round where they don't use the res.
3v2.
I
LP down
really
to
don't
40
like
health.
this from SLT.
Spike still in the forward corner. He wants to try to get something else to open this up to make it a little bit safer to commit to this plant. They've widely gotten themselves stuck
Like you
in
need
a
to be
rough
making
position
plans
that they
around your
have to
ults.
fight their way out of.
Trying to fish for information on all the locations. Nice hide from the haunt from Gen.G.
Yeah, just tucked down the bottom of the stairs.
Hello?
Oh no!
What?
What did I just say? Sometimes trigger discipline is not the play.
You said it, you were right.
Zuna, however, looks to bail them out. Cleans up 2 kills, and obviously the onus here is on Gen.G. Zuna can just back away.
This is hard to read. The fact that he left the site
Nicely played
entirely.
by Zuna, yeah.
Top of the defuse.
Wow, what
And
a
Zuna
recovery by
plays it
Zuna.
brilliantly. Gets the Google Play clutch, and SLT
This guy's a beast.
get a 2-round lead.
I take it all
This
back.
guy's
You
a
can praise
beast.
all 5 players, of course. Y'all deserve it on SLT, but Zuna just somehow, always in the most important moments, shines above all. Has to have. Doesn't take that risk. That mean he's got all.
How different do I think Champs 2025 timeline would be if Talon qualified as 4th seed instead of DRX? Just food for thought. I mean, honestly, probably the biggest change would be that not a lot of people would think that Waylay Yoru is good.
Of that going. So very, very exciting. Can't wait.
It's probably
to see
the
his
biggest
career
thing.
hopefully bloom in 2026 against the top of the top.
We might not be
Now
super
RRQ coming off of that
double
timeout.
duelist build as a result.
The adjustments are. Slight little peek. Bit of a sight from Zexy, but he's not going to take the risk of giving his position any further.
Bring them down.
Especially not after hearing that Odin.
Spawn on the one, smattering of damage suffered by Cushy.
In terms of who wins, I don't think that Talon would have
Like
done
what
anything in
SLT is
champs.
doing here, just making sure that they're constantly drawing attention to mid so they can start exploring both extremities and a bit of a delay. They still go for the fade on the A side, generally where Gen.G has always started for that chamber.
Trap
The
destroyed.
utility there to push him off of it. Oh!
I mean, he's giving you perfect tracers. I'm surprised. Just want to give up the location of the op, though, I guess.
Yeah, I think he was afraid of that screen dropping at a unfortunate time. He wanted to be ready for that shot. Just never comes.
Well, now, it's again Xfero.
Hey, I mean, RRQ's not in a good spot here, so
All 5 players
Xfero
on
has
the
to go
approach,
pretty
smoke on the
big.
Tower, the bite going forward, Zexy able to get ahead of that one.
Good take from SLT.
Now the site. Able
What's
to be
their
taken.
post plant like? Are they going to go
Arrival
too
from
far?
Crazy
Cinder
Guy.
is alone
Not
pushing
yet. Getting taken down
back
in mid.
halls.
Cinder now
Finds one,
has
though.
the enemy Omen
Yeah, now
outdone.
they just need to chill. Just chill.
And once again, you're in this situation. You
They've
don't
walled
have
themselves
money.
off in the back as
You've got
well.
2 incredibly expensive weapons in the Odin and the Operator.
All right, we're saving
They just
again.
have to back up.
Okay.
Mid, I got Monyet's kind of torn.
Here for Monyet does fortunately have that available. Maybe Gen for a second had gotten a spot out. Ooh, tries to go for the flick, but us able to avoid it. Has to drop down
Again,
off the
they
wall.
still have not used this res.
Jemkin looking like he's considering it, but just waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Meanwhile, LP.
Ooh, the
surprise,
attack
he's got
op
an
from the
operator, and
Viper
he's
is
just
kind of
sailing forward
nice.
towards his A site.
They have no wall though to reinforce the site, so they actually have to fully take the site here.
Yeah, SLT doesn't have to scale on
Fast
this, but it looks
rotation
like
from
they will.
RRQ.
Overdrive pop, fast lane coming in.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is just unbelievable. Shot attempt from Jemkin, can't make it happen. Crazy Guy does manage to find one. Double face forward, however, and Zexy finds the kill. The
Finally,
rest now
they
be
used the
invested.
res.
Swing onto the corner, Jemkin getting one, tries to draw it down, get the ADS for the headhunter.
A weird round. What a shot from Zuna. Okay. That was a
Not able
weird
to land
round.
the headshot because of lied. But burst onto the site altogether. Let's get that execute going.
Gen.G is 11 and 5, but does not feel like he's having very much impact. Been a lot of kills after the round is like over.
Paths available in one charge from Zexy.
Super fast
Ball goes
A hit.
up. One segment going to be broken by Monyet, but now goes on the pivot, quickly rotating out, but LP is just waiting inside of that smoke, using it against them. Catches them in transit, Paranoia. A large one, Crazy Guy with a one tap, able to find the kill there, but Xfero now going to be taken down. Pivot up.
Been a nice tempo shift from SLT.
Not available. Lost the audio there and didn't hear the spike, so my bad.
Yeah, well, we do see
Again, zero impact from
so
Jemkin's
far
chamber.
away. Don't think there's much of an option here.
Gonna have to
No, there
save
really
again.
isn't. Crazy Guy back.
feels so bad.
Operator.
Yeah, just gotta save
They're
again.
able to avoid it.
How many rounds has
Apart
he
the rest of
saved
the people
already?
here just constantly forcing saves.
Yeah, and how many times have
been
we
a
seen
lot.
this even at the best level? It's just you commit to it. It's an important weapon on, I mean, pretty much every map now, but some more than others.
Again, another kill that means nothing.
Thank you.
Now, last round of the half, SLT.
They moving back over to A.
Switch it up. Keeping
But
their
please,
eyes a little more towards that B side.
find us some value.
Weapon swap coming through, not able to catch any damage on the Monyet with that jiggle.
A deep mid deposit.
Guy staring.
I like this
mid.
spot. Now they need to go. They need to
Hearing,
quickly go pressure
but this
B
movement from
if they're gonna
Zexy,
do
he's got
this.
himself tucked in, so they're actually
Yeah,
just
they gotta go
clear
faster.
this.
He's gonna get re-cleared. They need to go faster B.
Is it the reveal? Virgin Path's gonna be sent by
Wow, he
Monyet.
uses the paths. I mean, that's
We'll
good,
strike
but
them
they're too
down.
slow to get in.
Now,
He buys them enough
things
space
up
where
to
they can
threating their way
maybe get
forward
in.
here on
Maybe
the
this
step
is
of
enough,
Monyet.
but
Not
no,
done
I think
yet.
it was a little too
Finds
slow.
himself a second kill.
Yeah, the idea
Crazy
was
Guy
nice.
hits and ball.
The idea was nice, but RQ
Two
was way
players
too
up
fast
in-
on their response.
To deny. Seriously.
Okay, A4 half SLT, pretty good on attack, honestly, for Karod.
WDG venue in different region of the city and
See if they can convert it into a map win.
over on a college campus. So got a Hongik University. Pretty easy to
Jemkin
go ahead
uses
and
the trap,
shoot into the
but
games, but okay. Running out of those bullets, but the Classic does just fine.
how?
Jemkin able to find Zuna, slide forward, Monyet. taking out Cinder, but LP does manage to get 2
Absolute
kills back.
chaos in this round.
Chance, but
What is
chance
happening?
is dwindling. Zexy eventually taken down, and Klaus is a world away, which is a classic.
What is happening in this round?
Yeah, he'll just try to slowly creep up, see if he can pick them off one by one. Not sure if RRQ will give him that chance. But the push out on B main, it was a good idea, right? You wait, you kind of go for the jiggle, you bait out the rendezvous. Everything was good in theory, and then Zexy, a little too scared that he was too far ahead. He refracts back, and actually leaves Zuna all alone. He's not able to secure the kill on Jemkin, and that's where it all starts falling apart.
Yep.
We'll start making some noise and checking out the site. Everybody disconnected in main, though. I'm just trying to threaten it, but looks like widely.
Getting the round, Jemkin was push them off. We get momentum when he's playing something like the Chamber.
Okay.
Some haunt reveals and LP.
B contact with the chamber. It looks like they're going to be doing a lot of this.
Corner of the wall.
Chamber walking B, controlling the orb.
Big tanks coming in.
The other 3 or 4
map as
fighting
well,
mid and A.
Player push out.
Exactly.
Or player walk A.
Hello.
Maybe too much.
The
Refracts
scout.
back.
Yeah, they know where Klaus
That
is.
smoke is going to be coming through, and it looks like RQ's like, you know what? Nah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch. They're just going to run B.
Exactly. With that many members spotted, it's like, all right, well,
Why take the
This
chance?
is a good
The
pivot.
site is relatively free. Just gonna watch out for these corners.
Go, go, go.
You also know that you did get some early damage onto LP.
All right, the
Spike
plant
planted.
goes down. RRQ has plenty of time to make their choice. It's gonna be a slight push out.
Nice shot.
Oh, good shot. Weapon going to be scooped up. This SLT, how much do they go for here? Still needing a couple kills if they want to get rid of some of the weapons.
Another nice
LP
shot.
will manage to find another one.
A
Cushing
little
now
bit more damage,
taken
and this
down.
round is pretty good for SLT.
Clear of the haunt.
One enemy
Second
remaining.
Okay.
final shot on that headhunter from Jemkin. We'll be able to find
Okay.
one. Okay, this is going to be some very good damage dealt. So
Not
maybe
enough
not so
time.
the weapon that he would have liked, but it'll just be a swing around the back here from Crazy Guy.
Gonna lose everybody.
As he tries to grab the gun and get the hell out, but he cannot
Yep,
get
no guns taken over. Okay. Bonus is gonna be pretty weak.
All said and done though. You got the round win. Bonus.
Yeah, bonus is 1 rifle, an outlaw. I do like the outlaw buy, but SLT has enough money for most of the
Bonus, so
players that
go
have
for
full
a couple
armor.
Buys, an outlaw, a stinger, and a phantom. So it's not firepower to laugh at, although it will require some precise shots.
P could be in danger if he goes to that peak. Moniette getting on the entry pre-fire, takes him down so very low, but
Ooh,
he'll swap
LP gets
over to
caught
all
out
the
by
classics,
himself.
Still going to be able to find the kills.
No
Does
reinforcements.
get eliminated.
Totally
Damage
alone.
dealt, but now SLT have to get into position. Try to get this retake started here. As just now, Zexy and Klaus making their way over. Spot out, and all of a sudden swings into the second shot. A hefty punish. And RRQ, all the losses that they suffered in the previous round, not gonna matter so much now that they go ahead and get this bonus converted.
Yeah, that will be a way to get the momentum going on your end.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
that's
SLT
it's a pretty bad round from SLT.
getting these. It's a 3.0 KD. He's hungry for more now with another outlaw.
Okay, SLT going for aggro B trap.
That half armor.
Paranoia sent from Cinder, the drop down coming in. Zexy
Get
able
one.
to find Moniette, gets out, but Crazy Guy will find a reply kill onto
Still
Zuna.
fighting for this.
Just
I feel like
costs
they can
damn
just
near all of his
relax
HP.
now.
We've seen that
Super
really
passive
simply
on
quite
A side
often.
too.
Ooh, the Prowler catches sight. Cinder doesn't have
Wait,
an
what are
exit,
they
and
doing?
Jemkin's ready for it right around the wall.
She's being pushed forward by the Odin. But okay. Solid sense from
What is
Zexy.
this round?
The final one, so Crazy Guy gets taken out, and that's going to be a 3v3 now, with RQ starting the pivot across towards A.
You know, SLT doesn't have solid info on this, and they are rather spread apart. So if RQ can continue to master intentions, you imagine at least the spike will be planted. But afterwards, can you get into a good position?
There's no wall for Klaus, so Can't just try to set that up to deny. Ooh, gun barrels spotted. Finds a good timing. But can't
Doesn't
get
get
the second
two.
shot.
Needed
Cushy
two there.
manages to come away with it, and now the spike is going to be planted.
I
Going
do not
for
like how
2v2.
SLT is playing defense.
Quickly though, for LP,
I think that they
no option to really try to
are not
swap this weapon
really
around, so he's just going to have to use the stinger.
playing the map correctly with their comp.
See, trying to.
Or Blooms, push out, Sparrow, locks on, finds the kill.
1v1,
Just doesn't
Stinger
know.
versus Odin.
Sends the bite to the one side,
doesn't
never
check.
checks the box.
Doesn't check. All right, 4 rounds in a row. Timeout coming in.
The audience. Hero Guardian for
Okay, finally. I was going to say, you got to split up the stage and the Viper. You can't have them both on the same side of the map. It doesn't make any sense to do that.
RRQ having their choice. It's Outlaw, it's the Odin, it's the Rifles.
It's Zexy dead.
Yep. The Haunt plus the Outlaw.
Where did the Haunt land?
RRQ having their choice. It's Outlaw,
Just a regular Haunt and he gets scanned by it?
it's the Odin, it's the Rifles.
It's
The hell?
Zexy dead.
Yep. The Haunt plus the Outlaw. No options
Yeah.
there. No coverage to help break that Haunt.
SLT is trying to end these rounds as fast as possible, whether they win or lose
Timeout
them.
call. Zuna trying to put the
They just
cape
want the
on,
rounds
but
to get over with.
it's only going to be good for the singular kill, so that Hero Guardian left now on the floor. Rotation starting to come over, but 3v4 with just these sheriffs.
Face your fear!
Gonna look to be very, very difficult. As trying to line it up, but Jemkin has got the exit. Jump peek, spotting one.
I mean, I'm not sure what else you could be looking for here for SLT other than a couple exits.
Try to fight the corner, I suppose, but Cushy.
Remaining.
Okay, I mean, it really just looks like SLT has no idea how to stop
One that you want to keep your eyes on.
anything that
All
they're
right, so it
doing.
looks like some respect given over to where Jim can always
Again,
start.
they're going for this wall peak. I mean, I think this is fucking terrible. Like this is fine to use this like once as a gimmick maybe, but not having your wall to stop the choke or reinforce the site and like help yourself hold the site is so troll.
Oh.
Okay, well, hey, use some of those walls that you thought about.
I mean, he gets a
Line up
pick,
through
but
the
like
window. It's always such a brutal one. Like, even if you know it's coming, you just don't know which round. You're not staring at that window every single time.
It's cheeky. It's
does
one
work
hit
here.
gone. Still plenty of firepower here for RRQ. As wall goes back up, Zuna just waiting for this to fall. It's going to be a smoke cycled in instead. Prowler not going to be dodged.
Well, that's important.
I guess if you have a good
They've
read
already
that they're
taken
coming
halfway
A
up
for the
mid.
round, it's fine to use it
Now
like
Zuna's
one
gonna
time
be
maybe.
wary of the fact that it could be a pinch onto B. Do they choose to push out of main on that note?
Jemkin, you crazy guy.
3, 2, 1, go. And yep, Jemkin going to be overwhelmed. Doesn't even find too much damage off that shorty shot. So SLT now. Looking like they're going to be good to get the conversion.
I have to respect how SLT will just always take. They'll always make the fight call.
Gorgeously, Xpero makes that little bit of noise going in towards yard and just re-peeks it.
Yeah, and hold on. Okay, well, Klaus thankfully catches the flank, and that should save the
Okay.
round. I was afraid that
do
the
get
pinch
the
would be
round.
successful from RRQ with such a deep lurk.
What do I know, right?
Clean up in from
I
this
don't know
defender's
nothing.
side. And yep, just pulling out the tick.
Ace pull out one by one throughout the map. That was basically
Okay, back to normal stage gameplay.
Doing a thing.
Wall raised here. Sexy.
How is that not a
Will
kill?
get some
Shot him in the
damage
leg.
but it's not going to be the kill. Crazy guy
He's gonna
wins out on
teleport to
that fight.
B.
Just
Okay, they're going
forward.
B. It's a fast B
LP,
pivot.
It looked like he had every idea,
yeah.
every
A fake
confirmation,
into a
but
B
he still
pivot.
loses it.
That's rough because that just gives B site for free now over to RRQ.
Not looking to let SLT back into this one.
All right, you already can see that it's a relatively quick flood.
They've got a lot of tools to try to get this going. Nightfall and the conversion paths are there. Sends it out. Rez as well. It's LP back into the mix, so a 5v5. They start scaling forward here. Running out of the window, though, where RQ's not going to have any audio. LP finding one. Gen.G going to be taken down. Xpero, Crazy Guy, however, getting into the mix as things start getting wild. Crazy Guy will be able to find 3, as does Xpero, given the res. RRQ will reestablish the lead.
Yeah, it looked like it might be a little dicey. Like you mentioned, with the res, with the early utility, trying to force RRQ to get a little bit uncomfortable in the site. But I think one of the reasons they were able to hold stable was that they did have Monyet wrapping all the way around back through mid. They realized, okay, we don't have to worry about that side. We can.
Yeah, this is a nice round by
ahead,
RRQ.
now
Okay.
or 1 round still ahead of SLT. Gen.G
Get the solo judge on A.
Jumping over the top, can't see past the smoke.
Ooh, so
I
close.
guess not. I don't know if it would have been. Well, now he definitely has.
Here.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Sexy is playing with fire. You only have a classic.
This guy is ridiculous.
He's not just bold for the kill, he's bold for the escape
Xpero's
too.
getting a lot of important kills.
Oh,
That's sort of like his job on this team. Xpero's an interesting guy. He
Avoiding the flick.
He
Wall back up.
is pretty readable in terms of how he plays,
Left that corner.
but he is usually good for like 1 or 2 kind of hard carry rounds per map, where either he goes on some like big lurk and wins a big clutch, or he just locks down a site and kills like 3 people and they come and hit him.
You're not in a position to use the pit anymore. It's not like you have better map control. He's still going to use
say
it.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I was afraid of it. The reason he uses it is he thinks there's enough time that they cannot risk pushing through it.
Well, they're not going to. It is going to be them moving over.
Okay,
toward-
reactive pit. Wait,
towards the judge.
what are they
Leaving.
doing?
SLT
They're
was
running
actually-
away?
This was the whole plan. SLT, you're supposed to stay here on site. You've given up the angle.
And now
What
they're
are
just
they
getting interrupted.
doing?
Smoke is going to be layered in, but Monyet's just lurking within. Get some spam, and now they have a
Oh
pit of their
no,
own.
it's a disaster round for
A bit
SLT.
of an absolute tangle here for SLT.
Yep, Cinder not going to be able to put that judge to use.
Ooh,
Gen.G
the
watches
discipline
the
is
play,
rough from
and
them.
This has all fallen to pieces here.
Yep.
I'm scratching my head a little bit. I mean, you commit the pit, fine. I'm okay with the risk.
Yep.
Count there,
All right.
It's going to be the safe.
I'm out. They can't figure out how to play defense on this map.
Bring them down.
This time it's not just the chamber. There's more at bay. Zex.
He's gonna repeak this and probably die.
Goes for it.
Wow.
This
I
time.
mean,
Gets away with it. Crazy Guy. Picked off.
you
Bolt play and
know
hanging
he's going to
unpunished there.
repeak.
Might have
Of
just been
course
things
he's gonna
under wraps.
repeak.
Gen.G as well. Getting a bit of spam damage.
Just a fair reset on both sides. SLT, of course, coming out on the better end of it. A very forward stage wall on A main, by the way. Immediately it's broken, but it still buys you time to reset.
There.
Do they push out of A main now with the extra smoke on
To
SLT?
the corner.
No.
Monyet able to find one. Looking for the
SLT
second.
has no
It's
idea what they're
Cinder.
doing on defense. They genuinely have no idea what they're doing on defense.
Executing with a cute once again from RRQ, trying to pressure the weak
They're
spots.
gonna try and
of
fight
SLT.
B again. Yeah,
Oh!
they have like 2 ideas
Yeah,
on
he
this
had to
map,
have been
and
paranoid.
neither one of
Gets
them is
the
that
opening
good.
shot there, and Cushy as well. Back to 38. Great early damage found.
I have the spike.
RQ though not going to be given up quite just yet.
Yeah, you still have the Nightfall alongside the Odin for Cushy. So you can make some things work. Again, a Sage Wall in A main though, so SLT sitting pretty comfy with the information they have at hand.
Will be decently telling. This is going to have to break the segment here, and he doesn't realize that it's there until the Prowler stops moving.
I mean,
Nearly.
how many times are we gonna
Upset
watch
there, but
RQ
Cinder
just
unable to
walk
find
into
the kill.
here,
Gen.G
win this
does
fight,
manage
and then just go A?
clean
This
that
is
up,
like
but Crazy Guy
this has happened so many
Counter
rounds
28.
now, and they're
ball
not
goes
focusing
through.
on
Suno
middle at all.
picked apart. Xpero on this lurk, able to find him in the connector, and suddenly it starts getting a
Every
bit more
round,
suspect here
walk
for
up
SLT's
mid,
odds.
win a fight, go to the site.
At a player disadvantage. Heal available. And
Nice shot.
great wallbang shot. Taking down the one swing coming in for the operator, but Gen.G just a bit faster. Cleans to the one,
there's no
Cushy
way.
gets the other.
This map is over.
And that should just about do it. SLT wasn't even an attempt to try to find him.
Yeah, sunset.
Breach!
Yeah.
But didn't
Shut of the door.
respect it at all.
All right, I'm gonna have to kind of speed through these last two maps because
Shut the
I need
door.
to
Jemkin
take my dogs
playing
out
forward,
to the dog
eating a good
park
amount
here
of
pretty
damage.
soon. So we're gonna be skipping
Back to
through a
it.
lot.
Okay, crazy guy reading this push from Zexy. Able to find him through the smoke here, top mid.
Yeah, it's a bold spam too, because he was all alone in mid. Could have been overwhelmed. He was confident enough.
Headshot.
Maybe that's
Crazy guy.
why. What'd he do during the break?
Yeah. Found some Wheaties. Suna to be able to find a kill. Back here on the Cushy, but
Swing him.
crazy guy.
Swing him.
No!
He's got an ace to start.
Okay.
We're trying to
Alright.
find
Wow.
quite the
That's
start.
done.
3 charges away from having the ult online. Let's see how much more he can get. As jump peek. Jemkin gonna be spotted.
And Zexy's not going to take that risk again a second time.
He's not gonna risk the smoke either. Oh, but
Oh.
Klaus,
Nice shot.
a fantastic shot, just pushing up side of tiles. Does manage to get rid of that enemy waylay. So very good opener. As crazy guy swinging in, continuing his reign of terror here. Gets rid of the enemy jet, but the exec onto the B site, still continuing for SLT, who are gonna be able to get the spike planted. Moniette, ooh, the spot out,
Spike
and then the
planted.
timing. LP thinking that maybe he had gone unnoticed.
Exactly. LP thought he could be a little bit tricky. Now everybody gathering in market for RRQ.
How much damage can SLT do?
3 more headhunter bullets.
Need
Turn on the
Klaus,
flash, the
Klaus to
backpedal.
hit a shot or two here.
Paranoia. Reconnecting on Azuna, swings the corner, finds a headshot, but can't get the kill. With Shannon.
Okay, good coverage by RRQ.
Catches at that RRQ.
6-0. Marshall passed over now to Crazy Guy. He's trying to get that Rolling Thunder online, but Klaus going to be taken down off the rip here on the anti-bonus. Saturate, thrown into the corner, and that gate crash should be
Yeah,
spotted.
this game plan
gonna
is
be
not
noted.
going to work,
Camped
SLT.
out by Moniette.
My boat is
Can't just
begging
walk
for
around
LP
the map and hope for the
over that
best.
way, but he will not. Clears out a trip.
But this is a
mid.
good pivot
Now
through
it's gonna
middle.
be cut across
Fast
into
over to
B
B.
site, given the numbers
As long as they don't
witnessed
give
over on
Xfiro
A.
any free
Yeah, the
kills,
biggest goal
which
for
he's
Xfiro
playing
here is just to
extremely
make sure that they
passively.
don't get Boba for free. He's not taking risks holding it though. He's just checking
planted.
inside.
Kind of a weird plant. It's not really planted for
Now
main.
checking around mid.
Not really planted for
Confirming the
backside
tiles
either.
is clear,
Like
so
tucked under.
it's just going to be a full funnel now in through market, it
Oh.
would seem. And here's that Rolling Thunder. Sends it out.
And it
Does
hit
get a
2
catch
people.
onto Jemkin, which is less than ideal, but sexy.
Okay.
Isolated back at Boba, gone. LP now taken down over towards main. Cinder fully flashed up, blinded with no hope in
Good
hell.
retake from RRQ. All right, bonus conversion. They're playing well.
Looking like a full death ball send.
5-stack
Flying forward,
eco
shot dart
into
set to try
a
to clear
breach
this
trap.
out. Flash in with the stun. Jemkin frantically spraying, does get some damage, but LP trying to be the hero, trying to catch him off guard. Can't quite do so. Crazy Guy is absolutely on one right now.
Yeah, no, he's locked in. He's in the zone.
Yeah, the reads for
Break him out,
RRQ
man.
are good.
And if anything, SLT
They're on the right
is
side every
learning
single time so
to
far.
humble just a bit, learning what it's like to have to grind through a grueling schedule, perhaps. Obviously, a long day for both of these squads. To be here for a total 2 out of 3 best of 3s. But I think really it's just the breach. This is where it shines against teams that just try to duel you, try to take contact. As long as you're on point, you're going to delay them.
Slow creep up. SLT would love to at least get the spike planted, get a bit more money injected into the economy here.
30
I do
seconds
want
left.
to see how Xfero is going to play this at some point. Not when he's alone, but does he actually try to hold the site at any point in time during this half?
Potentially be at a risk of getting caught here by Zexy.
my camera cage triggered.
Camera get cleared, but Cage going to be popped. Locks off this angle for now. Is Spike
10
going to be
seconds
planted
left.
with
Put
7
the
seconds to
spike
spare.
down.
Spike planted.
Again, RQ happy to play
This just
retake.
allows for everyone from RRQ to now get into position. A little bit of noise made. Smoke now dropping. Another one blooming. Cut off that chambers. The dart goes in a little bit deeper, but facing forward out of the smoke.
And it makes sense. Their retake was good.
Like a smoke smoke.
Very clean.
And
All
then
right,
have him just
4 to
build
nothing.
extra flank and work
SLT
around
needs
that.
some sauce.
Cover going out.
Gonna bring out the attack
Off that
operator,
one
get
line.
Klaus
Quick
through the
peek there from
smoke.
LP. Sends out the flash. Crazy guy. Just going to be backing away.
Nice
but
shot
Zexy,
by Zexy. Big
incredibly
opener.
crisp shot on the Gemkin, who once again finds himself dead there in market, but wall baiting onto Zuna. The spray down. Zexy now gone. Crazy guy. 9-0 and 2.
Oh my gosh. Forgot the fragging IGL. We got a frag and breach on the server. Now again, look at how safely they just empty B site. We've got Xfero with his util there. We don't need to worry about that. Let's be ready for the A hit.
Yeah, just watch him in, and otherwise, watch all the extremities of the A site.
Oh,
Zuna
crazy
and
guy.
Klaus, 77 health between them.
He's getting confident.
Oh, he is,
Oh, the
but
timing's bad.
offsets the angle, the worst possible
Yeah.
time. Paranoia does
Timing
get
was
thrown
bad
out.
there for him
Another
to
smoke gonna
move.
be cycled in. Tuck into back sight for Cushy.
Teleport's ready.
It's the best chance that SLT's had so far. Try to get this round win. Drone going in, Cushy gonna be spotted, clearing that out. The Hunter's Fury now gonna be called in. Zuna looking for that kill. Monyet able to find, or rather, gonna get killed by Cindera's. LP, okay.
Yeah,
Will
actually,
come
pretty nice
alive.
round for SLT this time.
Yeah, and
They got their opening pick
Sure
and they
got the
converted
first
it.
kill.
We'll see if RRQ kind of learns from that. Don't give them these openers. Make them come to you.
Shock Dart not going to get the connection here. Gemkin turning from the set up on that flash.
Nice
No
recon.
leaves. Out in the open. No real exit strategy set. Tailwind. Crazy guy knowing that he's forced a position of 1. Pulls back away as the smoke does fall though. So doesn't actually see Cinder. Cushy getting the spot, but getting taken down. Crazy guy is in for the fight. Finds one. But then
4
does get
people
traded.
fighting top middle.
And SLT's slightly trapped though in mid. We need to find an exit.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Finding a timing to slip in the
Timing.
back. It's the kill to give them a player advantage, but does take quite a bit of damage. Swap over on the weapon.
Deploying drone.
Just wanting to hold on to this
Ryan and
operator, but
A.
basically needing to leave it on the floor.
They know Jemkin is
SLT can
here.
take the risk. I mean, it's either you walk
Worried
into two or
about
you
the
walk
Cypher
into
behind
one
them. They
operator.
don't know where the Omen is at all, as far as I
That
know.
Jemkin's not going to be playing too far forward on the site. Not typically his play style to go for the hero solo play.
They are so safe.
So for now, they will have this to
Wrapping all
themselves.
the way back
Kinda
around
is
the middle.
wary that they might have chosen the other option. So wants to check in at least over.
I
towards
kind of
mid.
feel like he needs
See
to
if he
hold
gets a
this
spot on Klaus's
space.
position, but nothing to be seen quite just
They're
yet.
giving
So
them
we'll just
access
go
to
ahead
like
and join in
all
with
of
the rest
A. I don't
players.
know if I like this
Swap
from
the weaponry
RRQ.
over, and now look to play entry.
Clearing Engelbang or Klaus. Almost gets a timing.
Yeah, I don't think this is good from
There's some
RRQ. I
footsteps
know they're
there.
trying to play their numbers right now,
Sparrow dialed in on this angle.
but I feel like
Shifts the
they
sights
gave up
over. Jemkin
way too much
should have seen
space.
Zuna on that entry, just flying by. Strafes right into the timing shot. Shock dart there, tags Monyet down low. Swing out, Monyet able to find one, but Klaus still fighting. Doesn't know the position of Xfero quite just yet. One bullet has to go ahead and reload it. This round is already
Yeah, I
over.
think this was a big
It will be
mistake.
SLTs, but Xfero.
It's like
making it
you're
a
trying to
bit more
play
cost
fundamentally correct,
friendly,
but in
leaving
this
everything-
type of situation, you need to break the rules that you might have. Because they had so much control
Back,
at
you
A
can
if
tell that
Jemkin
they're
just held
fatigued,
main
but
space.
they're holding on.
You want to play? Let's play.
Halfway to tying it. It's going to be the tour de force, and the Bladestorm are invested here. Even out the buy and bolster the economy.
Okay.
Dimensional drift as
It
well. So
ult,
3 ultimates
sees
already
the
committed into
Omen.
this round as Tripwire will
They're
get
in.
cleared. As
Ooh, that was a big
that
whiff.
shot should have connected with
Holy
Zek.
shit.
He's so fast
So
with that shot
aggro,
onto
man.
Xfero. Now the push out. LP playing himself in with that flash and Monyet. Now,
Nice all round.
Just eight.
Too easy.
You can say, well, there's no timeout
Too
yet,
easy for
so
them.
Jovian
All right,
will perhaps
RRQ.
do okay with
They
the
had
players
a
that are being
chokehold
dismissed
on
by
this
the
map.
team.
They're kind of throwing it away right now.
getting into a dangerous position though with SLT. Getting that momentum back onto their side, and RRQ getting ready to have a massive ult economy. Don't want the players to get frazzled from here and end up overspending in that regard.
Yeah, Zexy is a beast.
Now you did see, you got the tag on that Yoru as he TP's back to
Deploying
spawn.
drone.
And you saw that he was walking towards the A site. Jemkin should be ready for it, but of course the drone will ruin it first.
And yep, can no longer take that refract.
Yeah, do not press, do not redeem.
Just following
Dude,
the
just
gate crash
break
now.
the teleport, please. I hate it
In
when
the
people
end,
don't break the teleport.
Things now
Break
coming
the
down from
teleport.
RRQ over on
There's
B.
no reason not to.
Much movement coming through yet.
Yeah, it's taking so long for them to rotate over, but RRQ still just doesn't have that solid information, so they're just holding a very passive default.
Well, I'm starting to hear all the noise now as Cage popped, tried to swing the push.
Yeah,
in
SLT
the
is doing a
backside.
nice
Pog
job
gets
of actually
some shots,
pushing them
but
off A.
Still worried about a potential flank coming through. So shuts the door.
RRQ
Keeps himself protected for the moment.
playing
There's
pretty
Sparrow.
safe. Now, again, they need to retake this, but ooh, the pick is big. Yeah, this late sort of chamber controlling middle was a huge part of why they were so good on this map at Ascension.
Cushy crazy guy, however, able to split their targets. Finding one apiece. Rolling Thunder now going to go out. Moniette catches Cinder as the neural depth goes through. A couple tags in. Crazy guy going to be taken down. The defuse held to half. LP coming up with the goods.
Damn, okay. RRQ in trouble. They're going to call a timeout here. Yep.
Generally speaking, out SLT tying things up. bringing up the
Adjustment
energy,
is...
trying to get ahead.
Honestly, I think continuing to play retake is
There's
fine.
a couple more rounds left on their attacking
Their
side.
execution on that one was
Not quite sure if
okay.
that's
They
the
kind of
scarier
just got
part, honestly,
spammed,
their
but
defense, especially once at least one
I think the
operator
big
comes online,
thing
is an absolute menace.
is
Oh, a timing
being aware of this
Save
mid
on a
control.
push, but Cushy
Yeah,
misreading
they
the
exploit
angle.
mid
As that
so much
smoke
better
does
than
fall,
most
so
teams.
who does he?
Walking up, looking for picks,
Yeah, well,
controlling this angle
Sixty's hearing
late.
all
Like
this noise on both
honestly, I
sides
think
of them, so
late,
she
if you're trying to
recognized that
rotate,
there's a bit of a split.
you haven't seen the
RRQ
chamber.
still.
I would literally just
Crazy
smoke
guy.
this so you can
They're not
rotate
gonna go for the swing. Moniette, however,
as defenders.
able to avoid one of the shots there. Second one does not get sent. The jump out, the saturate connecting. Jemkin eventually able to
Nice
find that
counter
kill.
util from
He
Jemkin.
just dashes out, satisfied with his prize.
Yeah, no one's going to follow up from SLT. They say, okay, fine, we cut our losses. We don't want to get baited into a trap that we're not ready for. Let's group up and play as a team, go in for the trades.
30
Has been
seconds left.
sent. So I know that the breach still leaning on this side of the map. Crazy guy just situated a backside, and he could absolutely be screwed here. Tucks away, a footstep made.
Here.
Yeah, they're wary of it.
Ping
Plant the spike.
coming down, spot out, and there's the kill.
10 seconds left.
Not much time to spare here, but Plant will come in. 3v4. They really want to try to get this retake going. LP holding forward, checks back over towards the spawn to start. The push coming in. LP collecting both, looking for the third.
Is
Sparrow
this
will
5
shut
in a
it
row?
down, but
5 in a
Synergies
row
there
for
the
SLT?
follow-up
Yeah.
weapon finisher.
Just trying to
Okay.
get one more kill.
Well, now
This is the big round. Can
onto
RQ
a
adjust now? They've got
still
weapons.
3 ultimates to try to
They've
work
got
with
some
here, but
ults to
an
work
eventual
with.
drift available for LP.
That's just a fast one for
Over
SLT.
towards Alley.
Putting the pressure on.
As
Oh,
LP is just giving Jemkin a rough time.
yeah, has the read on him.
Crazy guy poking and prodding, trying to find this kill. Eventually he's able to get one, but
Crazy guy
will
dueling,
be
but the
traded back,
trade is
pushing
there.
Jemkin
They don't have
down.
numbers here.
just dead at the top of streets.
Oh.
And
And
Oh
yet,
no!
Moniette.
Oh no!
Oh my!
that's a disaster. All
All
right,
Oh.
6 in a row. Uh-oh. RQ, you guys are in trouble.
It's just continuing to roll with the operator. And again, this is the thing about this composition, even on attack. His legs are going to be shown. Oh, what? How does he still get that kill first?
That's crazy.
It just feels like they're operating on a delay now.
Yeah, RRQ slacking. It looked like they actually had the focus ahead of SLT at the beginning of this
Dude, I
map.
mean, look at these positions, bro. Yoru is in the site. Jet is up middle. Chambers on the line A. Ridiculous positioning by these
We were
players.
barely hinting at the fact that maybe it's the inexperience from SLT starting to shine through, but they lock in.
Really do. Crazy guy only able to
7 in a row. Dude, RRQ is in trouble.
guy maybe last
They are
round of
in
the
trouble.
half.
And a 5-person
Still,
A hit.
These 3 ultimates.
Ah.
Crazy guy maybe can get a fourth. if he
RRQ
finds
not in the right spot.
kills.
Ooh, they've lost.
Just a Hunter's Fury
They have
available
lost the
on
plot
side
on
of
this
SLT
map.
at the moment. But they haven't needed the ults. to
It's
get
so
this
weird.
win.
I thought they had like the perfect read,
no.
and now they are just not in the right
Okay,
place
wait,
ever.
That's an early Hunter's Fury.
Cushy able to find one. Klaus going to be taken out. Ping onto the clone. And 60 going to go on a push in the backside.
Too
Crazy not able
aggressive.
to find the kill.
But
Sends it the
the
aftershock,
trade's there.
will get
Maniette gets
traded.
one. Okay.
Maniette finds LP. So now a
2v4 should be an easy conversion for RRQ.
RRQ should be well set up to make this a 7-5.
Okay, there's a Waylay ult to
Yeah.
boot.
Cinder
Oh,
is
dear.
dead.
Well, that's
One enemy
Oop.
remaining.
Yeah, eventually.
Good trade.
I was going to say unfortunate timing to teleport to the top, but still is able to
And
find
this
the
round
kill.
should be over.
Spares his blushes very slightly, but now it's down to Zuna.
Although with this guy, you never know. He's
That's
pretty
scary
clutch.
vibe,
Has
really
the
is.
Hunter's
The only 3
Fury.
kills he has is a 1v3 clutch in this map.
We know he's capable of it. Just now got the recon back online. But has been completely boxed in and
Seconds left.
Mhm.
be able to
One.
find one.
No damage.
Recon out.
Fishy
tucking around the
completely
corner,
whiffed.
Paranoia connecting. Repositions. Taps it. 20 seconds remaining. Spotted a one.
No.
Gets the
No
shot!
way!
And Zuna pulls it off again!
Oh my god.
Every single time, he's good for the Google Play
There's
clutch.
no way.
There's something about those 3.
Oh, there's no
He sees
way.
3 targets, the odds are good.
Unbelievable.
Revealing area.
We're talking about demoralizing before. In the context of SLT, that's got to be damn demoralizing for RRQ.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness.
We
8 rounds in a row for SLT.
Some toggles on the cam. Zexy tucked into the corner here. Klaus gonna get stunned up, tries to tuck back, but he's never checked this side.
No.
Zexy slipping the net!
Remaining.
And
Some of
absolutely
the stuff this guy does
destroying
on
them.
Jet is so silly.
Zoom at the same time, able to find.
That's
Ridiculous.
I mean,
Every
this
pistol
is
round, he
called
just goes
mastering.
nuts.
Yeah, acting like he's the only one with mobility. Oh, and a nice shot too to boot.
Looking for the second. Not finding it there, but LP.
I mean, this
getting
map
the
is just
collab
over.
with
They're
the
getting
third there. Oh,
completely
zero.
destroyed.
LP. Jumping over the top. Klaus, quick little exit.
RQ trying to slow things
The
down,
rendezvous
take
out.
some mid control,
Reorg
work the
round
map
here
a
for
little
LP.
bit.
Over halfway to having that dimensional
But
drift
they've
online
lost
now.
control
Sinners
of both
back in market.
mains.
Big push up into mid. Just near the trademark. A couple shots. And a wall bang attempt. RQ looking like they're going to have their sights set on market. Cinder only has a stinger. Ooh. Getting hit. Paranoia connecting, but Gen.G able to close the gap, so gets the vision back. Just up and over the top they go. Zuna going to be able to find one before getting taken down. And Gen.G does manage to find Zexy. And
Ooh,
Klaus
big
is
round from
moving to the
Jemkin. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Finally, RRQ gets
Violet.
one.
Well,
After losing 10
Last
rounds in
round
a row,
operator
they
here for
finally get
Zexy.
one.
quite being able to get any armor on this one, so just going to be a shut of the door. The peak coming in, and Jemkin continuing to heat up.
Yeah, and that's just a read. You know that if they can afford an operator at any cost, they will buy it on the defense.
3-person
He's
mid
expecting a
trap.
lot more pressure around mid. Triple
Interesting.
stack into this peak. Xfero could be at risk if he swings out any wider.
Yeah, but he's trying to bait someone out into mid, and he's so far successful.
LP's getting himself down to the tiles. Swing in, tries to look for the readjustment, but Xfero doing incredibly well to get the headshot. Sits him down, gives them a two-player advantage. His drift paths not going to hit on anyone here. Jemkin up above.
Okay, good trade by
Finds Zuna
Jemkin.
to trade back and keep them in with the advantage.
Another nice attack round for
Little
RRQ as long as
reset
they
to make
secure
sure
the
everybody
post
gets
plant.
Positions first for RRQ.
Should be pretty easy here.
These guys got Util out.
He does. Cinder able to find the one. No counter swing available given the smoke. Just how far do you go to try to make this happen?
Yeah,
Cinder
don't love the
in
breach just
position.
holding
He can
stun
just
when you're in a
grab the operator,
4v2. Just keep your gun out, I think.
Try to save that
With
alongside
that type
the
of numbers
mantle.
advantage.
Sinder's putting so much pressure on Elbow as well.
That timing on the saturate.
Yeah, that might be it.
Finds one more.
Time though.
It's very much bleeding away. Smoke gone. Klaus gonna get caught.
To draw them out. That's gonna check his own crosshairs. And successful. Now it might be a straightforward clash on the A site. One way just to stop the push in. Okay, SLT hears that refract, so they start to creep forward.
They're just gonna walk. Of course they're gonna walk push this.
Still set up. TP back in the market, so for now, they'll be safe.
Oh, doesn't clear the trips.
Unable to find it. Smoke on the right side.
5-person
so
mid play
crossfire
from
here at top
RRQ.
mid.
Again.
Trying to creep forward. Zuna does manage to find one before
One
getting
for
taken
one
out.
is not
Klaus
bad.
now
How many does
to
Klaus get?
investigate this angle, but
Ooh,
he
0.
lined up the headshot.
Unfortunate. Okay, this
So
should
free
be a round
headshot
one for
served up.
RRQ. Wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
Actually staring up top
Nice
mid.
shot.
So free headshot served up. Weapon there on the floor. Zexy gonna try to make a
Yep,
go of
gun
this.
to pick up.
Gotta pick and choose where you're watching, RRQ.
Drone saw at least one, but I'm not sure. They got the spot out onto the enemy element. Crazy guy, however, goes in, fights it, but wins that out. The recovered weapon
Okay,
now
now
gonna
they're
be gone. This is
stopping.
gonna be a look to see if they can try to
Easy
find
conversion for
damage,
RRQ
any
at this
ult
point.
charge. The answer is
Q. Both teams. Oh, one
Okay,
more. Of course,
timeout.
Revive
Nope,
returning
they're gonna
for
let him
SLT.
run.
Several ults online as well.
I suspect that this has got to be the last one before they pump the brakes.
4 people
In the
middle.
mid, and they're just lined up for Cushy.
Bro,
LP
what
only able to find
is
one
this
response.
setup from
Cinder frantically
SLT?
teleporting into the corner, but Moniette is scaling at tiles. And out, hit the button.
What is this
Right, yes.
setup from
Right.
SLT?
On fly. Push the mates. Force the
That was
And
some
it's
wild stuff.
If not,
Again,
Another
RQ just
one,
heavy
for
mid.
Yeah, so B is
Heavy,
just left
heavy
open
middle.
for a retake. Of course, you do have the gate crash just in case.
takes it.
Yeah.
It's over there, and Klaus, okay, pushing that smoke. Is able to find one, but the trade back is there.
Yeah,
as
it's
Cinder
spam
will
trade.
fall. Just getting juggled away there for a brief little moment.
Zexy feels that he needs to get a kill here, looking at the positions he's holding, but he's called back by Zuna. Seeing that he's got backup, he can play a staggered defense. Overall, a nice default start from SLT, honestly. Kind of waiting for RQ to make the first move.
Give me a call.
Shots.
Big whiff.
From top mid, and now scaled forward enough, has Xfero.
Okay, this is nice actually by Sphero.
He's the weaker side. You've got the tags.
Using the hat.
Things starting to come down. Hunter's Fury
Here they go.
opened up. Jemkin hitting the floor. Zuna dead. The Hunter's Fury able to find him. LP going to be taken down. Zexy.
All right, nicely done by RQ. This is a good round from them.
Said, force the onto the.
I think I just saw that
All right, 5 in a row.
Xfero has his ult on the mouse wheel up. I'll have to be a little bit odd. Never seen anybody do that before. Well, trade on these duelists here as Jemkin will fall alongside Zexy. Klaus tries to take some forward space in mid.
He's got to stay here for as long as possible. Trying to isolate 1v1.
Spot on to one, a bit of damage dealt to Crazy Guy. It's him to 75, armorless.
Yeah, now obviously wanting to get out to safety, you had to, but it is a bit unfortunate. You lose so much control of the map, and at this point,
Right there.
your
Man,
teams
I don't
are
know how.
out on the extremities.
I don't think I've ever seen a team just go five people mid over and over and over.
Smoke onto the side, Cinder. Maybe considering some timing here, but
Here.
It's basically
risky.
zero
He's
main
ready for this.
control from
Recon goes
RRQ
in
this
deep. It's out,
entire
gonna spot
game.
Klaus. Swings in,
Oh!
finds 2 quick shots.
Nice double.
Down B.
Does get pinged. They're looking to try to run him down, and Moniette's able to do so. Paranoia across. Cinder caught by that in the near sight.
Ooh, doesn't get
Is
close
enough
enough for the near sight to
deny
be.
the vision.
But LP,
Hunter's Fury now coming in. LP
Okay,
striking,
nice ult.
finding one. Xfero dodging around the pulses.
Should be
Dimensional drift
unlosable at
goes
this
in.
point.
They're committing everything to try to get this done. Here's the exit. Xfero shifting position, popping the cage, tapping again, trying to isolate, but he cannot.
so it takes
Okay,
stability
get
with
to
the race
11.
force
I
on
mean,
that aim.
it's labored from SLT. It's very hard.
Now, that's enough to get
This
the
should have
tour
been
force
like a
online.
totally free map once they got 8 in a row,
Bit of
10 in a
economic
row.
boon here as Jemkin going up and over the top and able to find Cinder. Looks for a little bit more, but LP does manage to sit him down. Zexy spotted here at Alley. The jump out from Moniette. He will fall
Oh
across.
my
Connects on a
God.
Cushy. As Zuna
Dude,
finds Crazy
what?
Guy. Once again, just Xfero. I don't think they have any
Well,
idea where he's
RRQ
at.
tried to
It
go
doesn't
fast
matter too
A,
much 'cause
and it
they've
did
got
not
3
work.
players.
Time to go back to mid. Time to go back to heavy mid, I think.
For the final time out here. Maybe figuring, okay, if we can get this, if we can continue it, then we'll call it, make the strategy, and if we lose here, we just get ready for the next map.
Yeah, so be it. Sometimes you just gotta think long term for the long run. RQ, this time trying to figure out if there is once again a heavy lurk in mid. They don't find anything, but it's a similar trap play that SLT's been trying to set up on B for the longest time. RQ just hasn't explored this site straight up in quite a while. Gen.G will he check the corner?
Nash to the ready. No, once again, his undoing.
Teleport's ready.
Did you try
He's
to
died
spam
to the
out?
same
He
spot
pulls the 33,
twice.
even Klaus is doing it again!
Nice shots by Klaus. Another double.
He wants this map over. Smoke set.
Enemy remaining.
TP attempt over to the side. Cushy would have to
All
find
right.
them lightly into the night.
Big lead from SLT converts. Now we go Haven.
Realizes that everybody has since rotated. Doesn't gate crash set up, but takes a shot. So
Hold from RRQ, just a
RRQ
massive smoke to
on the
try to
Gen.G
hold off
comp.
SLT on A, but Zexi's way past it.
he's already down his sewer, but takes a shot, so lets him know about that presence. P at the same time, considering going on a push here. And it looks like he will continue now that he has the gate crash set up. Just working his way forward. Cushy jump spotting here behind the box. I think he caught a glimpse, but doesn't wait to try to get the headshot. Let's add a couple spam hits, and we'll just go ahead and TP back across where Sparrow now realizes that everybody has since rotated. So RQ sounding the call, starting to work their way across towards C. They're going to be able to counteract this one as Sparrow does find the openers. Is Zexy going to be taken down? Klaus is getting incredibly aggressive.
They have to expect this one.
They don't. They're able to go ahead and counteract it rather quickly, but Zuna, it's just, he's got them all lined up.
This guy,
3 kills immediately found, looking for Crazy Guy, but
I feel like
doesn't
SLT is
pull
just
back around
insane on
corner
the
fast enough
pistols
to
too.
stay alive. Zuna looking for that 4th and final, and he will get it.
Sharp, sharp, sharp.
Fighting, looking to tie up that figure. It looked like maybe it was going to be good, and Xfero able to find that hook.
God damn. All right.
Saw what Crazy Guy was
SLT
doing
gets
at
the
start of
pistol
last
again.
map, and he was like, hey, that seems like a pretty
Super
good
fast
idea.
from Zexy. Catches
Yeah, but it's only
Jumpkin.
2 away from the
Pushing
Hunter's
up.
Fury
Oh, yeah,
already.
again.
Whoa.
Jumpkin already taken care of because she's spotted.
Don't love the Jumpkin neon on
Zexy.
this.
Considering looking for a little bit more, trying to play around that gap as Xfero just going to go slotting forward here at C long, but Tripwire in his way. Not going to get much allowance. To try to find impact from here, unless somebody comes strafing around the corner. But it looks like SLT are going to call for this rotate back.
Yeah, would have been ideal if they. Yep, they're gonna give it. Whoa, okay, never mind.
Okay, does find the one.
Down, C.
So Zuna not going to be deathless for nearly as long as we had seen. Crazy Guy, but either way, they keep a trade, they keep themselves in with the advantage. Ultimately, weapons not going to be lost.
Now just looking to regroup. Zexy a little bit far ahead, but he'll wait mostly patiently. Trying to scout ahead. And
30 seconds
RQ
left.
does bring over backup, but they just don't have enough people nor enough guns.
And Crazy Guy not going to get the opportunity to try to find the jump, but Cushy will. Recon over
Run
the
him
top
down.
and swinging into back
Nice.
sight LP.
Good conversion on the
Bate.
anti-eco.
All people put here. But it looks like they're going
Early
back up
Odin.
for the beginning of the round.
And seeing more people picking up the Odin on Haven, which is good. I feel like it's been a very underrated gun on
Taps
this
into the
map for
window,
a
trying to
while.
show some presence. Klaus.
Klaus, you are
Free-fired
insane.
there. Jemkin will be able to come away with that kill. Snakebite now.
Just
Cleared in
walking
front of
through a
C to try to
smoke
stop
while
that
being
potential push, but
spammed,
as we can tell,
so you know they're looking at the angle.
really in position
crazy.
for that at all.
Crazy
Jemkin,
choice.
ooh, turning away from the angle. Cinder.
Whoa.
Hits the
Okay,
headshot.
Jumpkin gets
That opens
caught.
up the B site, whether you wanted it or not.
Window of opportunity as they note the enemy. Omen as well. Shot to the shoulder, low HP for Cushy, but still alive and has the regen armor as well.
Where is Cinder going, my friend? Crazy guy's trying to get ahead of him. Doesn't want to give heaven for free.
The crazy guy doesn't know.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Crazy guy
timing.
no
has
clue.
absolutely no clue. Cinder's just absolutely outdone him.
The
And now
random
it's a weapon
walking by
upgrade.
SLT to find the
As well
gaps
as
is
keeping them
just
in with a
so
player advantage.
annoying.
Yet about to creep in around the corner. Gets
It's so
spotted out.
annoying to
Xpharaoh
deal
able to
with,
find one.
man.
Zexy going to be taken out.
She's still
They're
low
everywhere.
as well. Yeah, it's just a shot to the toe, and he goes down.
This is what has been lacking here for SLT throughout this game, as well as in the earlier one. Is that impact from Cinder?
I kind of can't believe that Manette's even trying for
Looks
this.
like, yeah, the
it's
Christian
over.
Crazy guy.
More
Save your
aggressive weapon
guns.
gets-
Said
All right, bonus conversion again for
pistols
SLT.
for RRQ.
Oh,
Early spam.
tiny bit of damage there is, huh?
Oh, no, 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 no,
Oh
no.
my god! How is no one dead?
Oh god. I was scared for somebody in that fight.
Well, both are probably walking away feeling a little bit foolish, but Zexy maybe less so.
That was ridiculous.
As he's unable to find the shot there on the Cushy as well. Trash set up. Towards that backside position, but Zexy eventually will be able to find his
Kill.
mark. Finishes the job that he
Not totally
started.
sure what RRQ is doing.
It's a relatively fast rotate from
Like,
Manette, but he
SLT
doesn't
is
have
not
aggressive
showing
weapons to
anything
help out
else
with.
anywhere on the map. And they just kept
That's a
one
nasty
person
offense.
alone on the A site.
Flash in behind
Like-
Manette, pushing into the smoke.
This Viper comp is not good at retaking
Unable to
A.
find that kill. Looks like ultimately game plan here. Die to the spike, save the two rifles.
Yeah, there's not much more you can do.
Dark-
Especially exactly what the
4-0.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
timeout again.
Respecting him, but at all.
RRQ keeps digging themselves a hole in these starts of these maps.
Holding back in the hands here for Cushy. As Zexy trying to stay safe, but there's not going to be any counter spam coming his way, so it's all right for the moment. It's actually LP who ends up taking a bit of damage.
Interesting setup from
But
RRQ also.
RRQ
They have
is pretty
zero
much still the
killjoy
same setup,
utility
right?
on
It's just if we've
C.
got contact, we're going to draw reinforcements over to the right side, the A side of the map. Just rely
So it's
on that killjoy
basically
util
completely
a
up to
little bit
Xpharaoh to
longer
just take
on B and
contact here.
C. Now, the util is set up slightly differently, so that is a difference.
Yoru teleport goes through into the back of C site. Is he gonna take
Crash over to
this?
the back of C. Spot out there on
I
to
think he
Gen.G.
is.
You know, they're now operating
No,
around the
maybe
middle
not.
of the map.
No, they're going back to A
Players
here.
towards C. Seems like SLT reading this well as they get ready to attack into this A site.
Which is relatively empty because, again, RQ is getting pushed and pulled on their side of the map instead of pushing out for information.
Gate crash. I don't think Crazy Guy close enough to see that. Still not
SLT is
fully
doing a
convinced
really
yet,
good
but
job
the
right
smoke
now.
starts going through, and Hunter's Fury gets opened up. Got a pretty strong idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Swing. Ooh, spot out, but
Ooh.
it cannot come through. But the final pulse,
Okay.
the Hunter's Fury does connect. So down
4-player
70
push
goes.
behind. This is good.
Ended up making
This is
plenty of
good.
noise as he goes sprinting
This
in
is the
sewer.
only way that you can play retake against a Viper comp is you have to push behind them heavy.
Spike
What's up,
planted.
Karnu?
Looking for the
Karnu,
challenge,
how are you?
but she able to win it out, dodges the damage.
SLT might consider a slight push out just to clear out at least one extra person.
So have that wall, the bite there.
Ooh, needed
Shot
that kill.
across.
Big flash,
Being
but
on the
no
gem
swing
kit, but
off
not
of
finding
it.
the elimination that they so desperately need. Cushy now arriving out from the sewer. It's all down to Cinder. Turns, finds one, the defuse. Being stuck, swings in, gets a second. Dodges around the side, is trying to spam it
Close.
out, but can't make
Close.
Find the kill eventually gets sprayed down.
Okay, so pretty good retake protocols from RQ.
it. Cam spotting plenty
Understanding
of
that you can't
Three players
retake
gonna be no
A
dimensional drift.
through the Viper
they're just
orb, so you have
stomping their
to
way
heavy
into this
push
A side.
behind. Again, we're
But
seeing
this
a
is
heavy
What
push
McLeod knows
behind.
that they might go for another
I don't
flank
love
push
that they're just
again,
fully
and that's
playing
exactly
retake
it
A
from
though. This
RRQ.
seems, unless they're
Free
just like
wrap.
practicing
They're
this,
looking for him, but
which I
oh
don't
my
think would be
God!
the
He's
case.
trying
This
to
just
strike,
seems
but
like a
Monty
big
gets the
mistake.
better of him. Now out at long, Zexy gone. Things starting
I mean,
to spiral quickly.
It's gonna
here for
work, but I
SLT.
really don't like just putting A on retake heavy. Also, their wall is bad on A.
He
Like,
trying to
what?
clear that, but hello. I think he forgot
wall
where he
just
set
has
up
a
his
gap.
gate crash.
It's just crumbling. One missed shot.
You know exactly where Zuna is at.
Huge
He's able
shock
to interrupt
darts.
the defuse, but he's not going to be able to stop it.
Huge shock
He's
darts.
been clutch.
Team headache.
Okay. So it's 2 rounds in a row that they've got the push behind. Has worked. Now we've got
Still have another
3
buy
people
behind this
fighting
one.
A. We've got anti-Omen ult.
So also okay
From
if they
Crazy
drop
Guy.
this round, but they would love to stem the bleeding. As Cushy trying to set it up, but
Burns launches
all
Fury for
those
no damage.
avoided.
And a fairly quick pivot over to
Across the
C
map,
from SLT.
It
RRQ
is just the
holding
2
3
players
towards
at the
A
moment situated on C.
initially. Shifting over now.
Smoke,
Ooh,
Sparrow walking
Sphero
right
has
into Klaus.
no idea.
And now suddenly Crazy Guy TPing to back of Plat doesn't seem
No
so
idea
wise.
that somebody
all
could be
alone.
there.
Zexy's gonna try to challenge Jemkin here.
Keeping him at bay.
Meantime, Klaus gone. Being able to find one Zexy re-wrapping into Sewer
Yeah,
does
the
get
lurking
catch.
jet, man. This guy
Kinda
lurks
picking
on
the litter
jet
as far as the
so
map is
much, and
concerned,
it works a
RRQ
lot.
scratching their heads going, well, where the hell are they going? Which
Yeah.
site is it?
I mean, they were everywhere, including the Omen ultimate being used.
Yeah.
She will eventually
That is the
least
thing about
eliminate
SLT,
that
the way
last
that they
question mark.
play
Zexy now gone. You know it's C site.
is it's super hard to know where they're going because their jet is oftentimes alone lurking,
Just not
making
sure
it seem like they're
really try to play
re-clearing.
this one out.
But if you
Yeah, at some point. you have to
focus
consider the
on
option of
him,
save.
I think you're probably making a mistake. I think you really need to just pay
There's
attention
pace
to
forward, find the
where
kill, Moniette.
the
picking that one
Omen
up
and
and
the Sova
gonna
are. I
find
think that's
Twitchy.
kind of the key,
Reveal
figuring out what's
and
happening.
Moniette find
I don't think you
Able
can
to make
queue
your
off the
own view.
duelists.
Times now. Up and ready for Zexy. 3 ults is available to RRQ. As like a shock dart there. Pushing forward, knives flying, one connecting. It's gonna be a LP who's able
What
to find
is
kill with
happening,
synergies, taking
bro?
down Nano as well as the bite.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay, they've got Killjoy. Oh, are they
Blender
going to
there
use
for
it?
him to step in.
Yeah, the spike will eventually still get planted. You could gate crash out. That's exactly what LP does.
That's the last blade sent. Is able to go ahead and recover a
Use
weapon
it in
though.
the
It's going to be a
back
spawn side lockdown
Spawn.
coming in as Suna setting up some shots, and that does
They're not in
literally
position
delay
to
the
capitalize
rotation.
off this at all, though.
still need to work their way forward.
You're going to be
Into this
very
window.
late to getting into the site.
Shots go in. Tap. Zexy. Just pre-firing and hearing the footsteps.
Yeah,
LP
not having the
now
Viper
finding another.
alive makes this super hard.
As this is done,
You can't
Now
really
the
just
open
put up the
hand,
wall
Sparrow
and
able to recover
defuse like
that.
you want to.
but ultimately they cannot.
All right, 6-2. SLT in control again. Operator saved.
Up and Phantom. The carryovers as Zexy realizing that he's going to be pinged, so doesn't actually challenge the angle.
Gonna go back? Of
And
course
would
he
have been
is.
very unfavored anyway. As Jemkin
Gonna go
does
back?
have full armor. There you go, Jemkin.
Of course he's gonna go back.
Able to find that punish.
Yeah, gets completely baited by the sheriff shots from Cushy, honestly, thinking that's way further back. Doesn't expect Jemkin to be pushed up so close.
Crazy guy gets a
They
spam.
got him. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, this is just one of those rounds from SLT. It's like everybody's walking around taking ones. We're
Yep,
getting
you want-
picked.
Yep, wrong one. Nice skin, but wrong objective.
Has managed to get it, but Drone has the
Lots
spot
of solo
on the
stuff
center, so
happening.
he's into the corner.
Honestly, positions are quite good this time around for RQ since they already have the numbers advantage. This type of 2-1-2 default going to be sturdy as is,
Cage triggered.
especially if Jemkin can escape after the first shot. Oh my!
Jemkin
No, all
free
right,
gets
this
you-
round's over.
playing. Hit going to be used.
Okay, third
on
round
the
for
ball.
RQ.
Entrance to
SLT.
C.
He's a pit at
Yeah,
C.
the way RQ's
Do they want to
playing,
brute
I
force
really
this and
don't
come through
mind the preemptive pick.
garage? What's the plan? Do they want to go
Death
back
trap.
into A? No, they're just going to
SLT's
challenge
gonna
the
try to
pit.
make it one, given their positions, trying to surround it through garage.
Challenge the pit or go B?
He just sliding up along this thing, but can't really safely make his way onto the site without getting spotted. And pings are coming down, so RQ with a good understanding about this presence.
No, they're challenging the pit.
As
Okay.
Dimensional drift will go through.
Yeah.
In the spot. The Viper noted, but Cinder unable to get in on the angle. Hunter's Fury out.
Yeah, nice
Sexy,
position
however,
by
the
Crazy
one that's
Guy.
fallen. Moniette does get
LP
picked.
gets
Pit now gone.
a lot of kills coming out of
They're still
ults.
not really any closer to getting onto the site. The spike going to be recovered once again. The smoke falling. Xpero noted it back plat, but
Good
is able
info
to tuck
from
away.
Xpero.
Shocker to find a little bit of damage. Klaus with a headshot.
Oh!
Cushy gone.
Oh,
Jemkin dead.
boy.
Oh,
And
Damn, they
SLT
got kind of owned.
persevere.
He got kind of
that round
owned there.
several rounds ago when Klaus wasn't able to get the flank.
Player is killed.
I mean, the first one's whatever.
He's
but
dueling.
right
He's
there.
dueling.
Oh,
Able to stay a little bit.
What's up, Mr. Pacifier? How are you?
And that timeout button starts becoming a little bit more
Oh, big whiff from Gen.G.
enticing. There's relay ball from Gen.G, able to stave off Cinder for now, but Sexy, an op of his own. Finds a kill, out through mid, now on a crazy guy.
Guy's a
The up and
freak.
over, the drop,
Another whiff from
the shot,
Gen.G.
not connecting. Gen.G zoned away. As
Man,
SLT.
if I was RRQ,
5v3
I would
poised
take
to
Gen.G
make
off
this
of Neon,
an
put him
8th round
on
win.
Yoru or Waylay on this
Sexy,
map,
this is not VCT
and I think
China,
everything
you are
would be
not
fine.
Kong. You're not allowed to
I think
do
if
this. Just walking up with an
they
operator
insist
up
on
mid.
keeping him on Neon, I think they are going to get
No,
destroyed on this
Gen.G
map
trying to be cheeky
long
with
term.
it, trying to slot in over
It is
near
not
Cushy.
an agent that fits how he plays the game at
Ends up
all.
getting caught. And now Zexy continuing to creep forward. Xfero just around this corner.
Oh, that's
And
the one.
Okay.
He should.
It's okay.
buy-
we'll give him one whiff. He's been
This
owning.
It's like when something first joined, just didn't care what the rules were.
Still doesn't.
Well, yeah, that's also true.
Spot on the one.
He does play a lot
Back
like
away
something
from Cushy.
actually.
Obviously
That
has
is a
the
good
Odin.
good comp
over.
for him.
Needs to get value out of this. As Monyet tries to hold down the B site. Judge just here around the corner, but Sexy seems like he might be very suspicious about this, but isn't going to go pushing it quite just yet. Skate Trash just going to be destroyed there. Nope. Well, now has it confirmed.
The solo contacting Jet with an
Gets
operator.
away. Sends a follow-up shot.
Where are they going?
Yeah,
They
damn
going
lucky
B?
that
Are they
that
going
did
A?
not
They
connect.
going C?
Yeah, but
Nobody
this
knows.
Really is just trying to draw so much
The
attention,
two
right?
duelists are
Even
holding
it's got
attention.
no
Yeah,
Sexy,
it's all in the Sova
he's
and the Omen.
Jet.
That's the
RRQ's
key to
supposed
SLT's
to
attack.
cower and veer
Don't
around
follow
the
the
site, but
duelists.
they are not
The duelists are
moving
not going to tell you
inch.
where they're going.
So this C site, it's gonna be a
It's
little
the
bit better
Sova.
protected than SLT expects.
Be really trying to sell this here.
30 seconds
TP
left.
checks in the main, however, nothing spotted. And now they're calling for the rotate. He's not going to be able to
Oh
get an
my
immediate
God, the
punish here.
timing.
Will be chasing, nipping at their
The
heels.
timing's
but
going to be
the rotation comes
perfect.
through, so now he's
They
playing
have to knife
intercept
out to
rather
get
than
here.
flank.
And look
they're
at
gonna
Sexy
have
as well.
just
He's
enough
going
time.
to support so that LP's not all alone.
They're going
The
to have
spikes aren't
just
safe
enough
going all
time.
the way.
Holy shit,
Should
what
have
a round.
just enough time to arrive.
Question is, does she get a read, and does he
Holy
slow creep
shit,
back,
what a
realizing
round.
that Yoru was nearby?
Well, he's wary of it.
Now
That
he's
was
trained over
sick.
towards the spawn for now. Slide forward. Zexy still able to find one before getting
It's
taken down
actually a
by
good
Cushy.
read by
Finds the
RRQ.
other,
Ooh,
and gets
the
himself a
whiffs.
second Klaus, just unable to line it up.
This should have been a free round for
Thought
SLT.
about going for the Hail Mary, but he doesn't have time.
Great
Instead, he
round
gets
from
taken out
Cushy,
in
though.
Evan.
Cushy, his brain, it's far too big right now. Just reading everything. The recon bouncing to heaven, and now just down to Zuna. The 1v4 shock dart lobbed forward, catches one with the defuse, being stuck, finds a second. And it's a solid effort, but it's not.
All right, 8-4 half.
Of the next.
But out. I
Oh,
trust
shout
your
out.
judgment of
Let's
mine.
see what the
Acknowledge
RRQ attack
the
looks
relations
like.
of the staff members in the crowd. Cheer on us.
Can Munyet channel the Munchkin? My guess is probably no.
Deep walk up. As the gate crash settled back over towards the spawn. Camera going to be cleared out. Smoke now dissipating, but it seems like RRQ maybe looking to just try to push in and overwhelm this position. And, well, they will be able to do so, but not before Gen.G gets taken down. So 1 for 1. Xfero trying to
Ooh,
enact
need that
alert
kill,
and get a
Xfero.
catch, but
Can't be whiffing those,
has
bro.
to back away. But it looks like they
Can't
should
be
go
whiffing
for a
those.
full
Wait, they're
rotate over
pivoting.
towards C, where Sexy, he is pushing
He
forward,
hears
getting
them.
himself tucked. No, not into the corner. Just goes for the peak. He's able to find the kill.
Yeah, and now RRQ is
Uh-oh.
caught in a bit of a
What are you
trap.
gonna do, RRQ?
B site. There's still a tripwire in garage.
Feel like
as
you had
well,
this
but
round
look who's
set.
watching. It's Zuna.
He's about to have another recon. He's got 2 shock darts, but crazy guy. It's a hell of a shot. Smoke blooming. Zexy about to walk into this one. Finds the timing. Takes him down. And the
What?
peak is so damn clean. Monyet having to do it,
How?
but he can't.
How does he keep getting away with these plays, bro? He walked into the smoke with his knife out.
Series in pistols. SLT
He walked
tie
into
up
the
that
smoke
one.
with his
Things
knife
happen
out, and he
for
still gets
RRQ, but-
3.
And crazy guy. I mean, almost made things.
Ridiculous.
A force buy.
Force
Ooh,
by
they're
carries with
forcing.
4 stingers.
Cushy not going to get a piece of the action, at least not yet, as Jemkin's down to 10. Still looking.
Heavy. You know
Just
they're
go ahead and
coming.
push this one through.
You know they're coming.
Square peg round hole is the call for RRQ. Jemkin around the back, able to find one, yet getting another, and it looks like they're completely caught off guard.
Nice round
as
from
these stingers
RRQ.
are tearing them to pieces.
The force buy into the
LP
XXC. I like it.
Back, but he's so far away.
I like it.
Gun here. Gun here.
And
Good
it's a
time to
surprise
call
buy
it.
From RRQ works an
Good execution.
absolute treat.
Very nice.
SLT had no idea, no shots fired until they got onto the site.
Now Jemkin's got the outlaw. It's found.
All right. Momentum stolen. We've got a judge for the Yoru playing B. We've got 4 people stacked A with the camera C. This is this is like an anti-eco that I might call, to be honest.
Shock to the close corner, LP hoping that they come pushing in on this angle. Swings and oh, it's far too early.
Almost had
Not
it.
yet able to find it. Now Zexy dead as well on that flank. Part of the
Alright.
You guys have. And SLT will finally have a chance to answer back because of that judge carried over. LP not quite as much credits as everybody else. Sits on a sheriff, but it's 4 vandals. Oh, trying to fish for a kill. Risky business. He's showing those traces to
Okay,
Xero.
late camera. So he's trying to defend the camera early, I think. Take advantage of the fact that they're going to go for the cam break.
Xero would like to stick around on C as he's no longer got any neutral to work off of. Sorry, Klaus, rather. So used to watching
Cypher is
Xero
kind of
play
stuck
there.
here. Ooh, nice walk down from the
Hell
Yoru.
shot.
Love that.
Vandal himself. Sheriff's good enough.
Love that. He's on a bad gun for himself.
Does still get taken
Makes
down.
an
though.
aggro play. All good.
Solid to find
Oh
the kill.
my God, the
Klaus getting
timing.
closer. Cushy
The
right
timing
turns
is
away.
crazy.
Klaus keeps getting these 1-2
No
taps.
way.
It's
No
so clean.
way.
He's almost always prepared for a second angle. He's always keeping that peripheral vision online, and Zexy with another incredible
The
timing
solo
from the
walks
side.
from every angle.
As SLT
They are just everywhere, man.
a lot of these teams and players off guard. But RRQ, they do not stop.
The timing that they all
Buy
just take.
right back up, including the Odin. Looking for another shot. A already lost, though. A main fully in control by SLT.
Saw the gun barrel there. There's plenty of util dumped here. Plant interrupted for the moment. Now going to be sent through. 5v5 for the retake. Surprisingly, not seeing Zuna go for the Hunter's Fury to try to prevent this and delay it even further.
Snake Bite gonna stop a lot of people.
Slows them up. Turn to the clone and Jemkin snaps right back in. Finds LP. Shock Dart not connecting, but Jemkin finds his second before getting taken down. Now a 3v3. Smoke sent Crazy Guy swinging out. Has he spotted him? I don't believe so. Turns away. Klaus,
Oh,
if he
the
comes through the door, it could be devastating, and it is.
Klaus's timing is too good,
Finds the
man.
one. Backs off. Sexy. Able to find him, and Xfero tries to be the hero.
Yeah, no
it's
time.
up, and the time is just not
Wow.
there.
He just won them the
Goal
round.
play
That's
It's a correct
crazy.
decision. Done.
From Jemkin.
Now in the hands of Zexy.
Ooh.
Jemkin confirming it. Avoids taking damage.
Okay, they make it look like they potentially are going to hit
Slow
C.
creep from Xfero.
Oh no.
Double walk behind the
Spotting
Viper
gets
wall.
Slowed up by those spam shots. LP.
Do they know?
Do they realize that there's another one? Either way, the exit of sewers is going to be
I think they
washed.
do know.
Zuna with eyes on that.
Feels like Xfero's kind of stuck in no man's land. Him and Manya both.
They're gonna have to fight their way out.
I'm out of here.
All right.
Maybe raise the wall and try to bait some fire out.
Mm-hmm.
Confirm the presence of the Yoru, but for now they're keeping it down.
Seems like both of them kind of wary of the possibilities here, while RRQ just trying
Oh,
to.
the Crazy Guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Reads it
Wow.
insanely well. They say, well, we've been in sewers the entire
Big
time. We've
duel.
no eyes on long. They might have taken space, and they have. And now Crazy Guy.
Big round from
finds another.
Crazy Guy.
Cinder with the kill, finds a second with the stinger. Klaus here at backside, picks up one, swings
Oh
out,
my
dodges
goodness.
the relay, finds a second. And now it's a one.
He's got knives. Is he going to come out with knives?
Zexy popping the knives up into
Yep.
heaven.
Oh,
And Cushy doesn't
Yeah,
know
that's a
one
huge
hit.
round for
It
SLT.
Out from
Huge
off
round. Yep, timeout called.
spot. Ultimates available to R up and ready.
All right, they're gonna go for a C hit.
See what the game plan looks like as Shock Dart goes up and over.
Deploying drone.
Trying to clear out any of this util, but as we can tell, Cypher, he's over on A.
Zix is ready.
Watching for it, has to make his exit. Cushy able to find Cinder at the same time, but LP!
The fill.
Swoops it
The
from
fill
behind
with
the
the
garage,
judge.
jumps
Oh
up
my
the
god, what a
baton,
round from
and
him.
he absolutely dunks on them!
Holy shit, where did he come from?
Zix is ready.
Watching for it, has
He
to make
just
his
jumped through
exit.
the
Cushy able to
smoke
find Cinder at
after
the same
them
time,
with
but
the judge. Jesus.
Oh,
straight out of the window.
yeah.
They're
Picks up a
scattering,
gun.
trying to get ahead.
Jesus.
While the Hunter's Fury is going off.
Brutal round
The
to lose for
IGL Corpse
RRQ.
immediately finds the kill. And may I remind everyone, he's the IGL.
Yeah, what kind of IGL is doing that?
And
That was
He's been
crazy
sick.
business.
Yes. That's the insane part, actually, now that you remind us. Well, RRQ, they say the best way to recover from this is just to up the tempo, pretend that we aren't phased at all.
They just full contacted
SLT.
A short. That's
RRQ
kind of a
thinks they have
crazy
the site.
call.
SLT knows
Works
exactly
well.
where they're at because you've got tripwires in main. No one has come through that just yet. It's just the pit and sewers that SLT
How are
is
they
going
going
to
to
be
retake
concerned
this
about.
though? They do have the Yoru ult,
not getting the spot, dimensional drift this
but
year.
they don't really have good follow-up util for this. They're going to have to waterfall out of heaven. Yeah.
Checking for anything that he can. Paranoid to try
Dash
to
is out. They have to get out of heaven though. No, there's no chance.
Klaus able to find one.
This is a great call from
Tripwire there,
RRQ.
Crazy guy picked apart, but the time is starting to get away from them. Two remaining players nearly lining up. Xpharaoh able to find the first. Cinder tapping, swing, unbelievable.
And then getting
At the buy.
Yeah, they've been losing so many weapons even on the round wins. Just a hero rifle for Zuna.
Okay, you cannot hear this Omen teleport on land.
Harder in the paint, but probably wants to get the operator
He's
back
so
online.
fast down middle.
Zuna finding one, and
Dink.
Gen.G just streams into that. And shot is
What?
LP.
Bro, they're so aggressive with these peaks,
Now they're
man.
just getting baited forward and Cushy.
Okay.
Let SL looks like RRQ happy about
Okay,
that.
RRQ
Adrenaline
hitting
flowing
A,
on the
hitting
side.
A. Now we're gonna go for the
They're
fast
still
ults.
happy about that, and he should be. Keeps the economy under control, and Zexy just kicks it off. Good thing he saved it for the op.
Yeah, Gen.G is just gone. Hunter's Fury, however, does
Okay.
put it right back down on
One
the
for
floor.
one.
Cushy continuing to do his damnedest to bail him out.
But this is exactly where I love to see RRQ slowing it down.
Okay, this is
You are the
interesting.
ones-
Ooh, that's a big kill. Good awareness from Zuna. Way too aggressive from Crazy Guy.
I'd say you're the ones with experience.
Yeah, he
You're
just
the
needs
just
to
supposed to control the
tuck.
pace.
They are pushing into the empty side of the map, but the camera's going to
Needs
get the
to tuck
combination
there.
here. Klaus having the spot.
Pivot to C.
Starting the pivot, just going to be Cinder watching.
Fast
into B.
rotation.
There is a late linger, but with 3 players alive, not going to be too much ambiguity about this one
4v3,
here. No smoke
Have
and mirrors.
paranoia. Have
from
double
RRQ.
flash.
They have to be all in and all on the same page.
They're going to push Garage together. They're going to hold.
Yeah, they gotta get some more space. They're gonna come up and try and fight this area.
Pushing in around the back, but it's being watched for. Klaus has him covered. The neural tap
Timing's
needs
a
to
little bit
strike
too
now.
early, I
Finds
think, for
Xpharaoh, ducking
RRQ.
back away just to avoid the wall bank shots, but as he's out into the open, he gets taken
And
down.
it's over.
And SLT,
SLT
They
goes
have
through the
done it.
playoffs.
another
Holy.
13-9 scoreline.
All right,
But it is
RQ's
the
out.
rookies, the ascended ones, moving forward into the playoffs.
All right,
here
y'all.
at
I gotta
the
go take care of
SVL.
my dogs. Thank you for tuning
What
in.
a jam-packed
I will not be back
best
tomorrow.
of
I do not
3.
think. I have some stuff to do with family this weekend, so it's probably going to be my last stream for the week. But thank you guys for watching. I may do some VOD review of the playoffs next week. We'll see. I have a fairly busy couple of weeks coming up, including some travel. But appreciate you guys. Thank you.